Hello, very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Mark Rise. We have a show all about luxury for you this morning. It's all about the best night's sleep that you will ever have. Since I started sleeping under a Mulberry Silk Duvet, I have to say I have slept better. This is my own personal experience of it, but the luxury I feel, it's like sleeping in a five-star hotel every night in your own bed. And what could be better than that? I mean, seriously, it's phenomenal. So, one of the products that we have from Mulberry Silk for you is the amazing duvet in all of the sizes. And we have single and double, we have king size, and we have super king for you as well. It is genuinely as simple as that. And it is from £139. So we will run through all of that in just a moment. It not only looks good on your bed, but it also feels good as well. If you suffer from allergies, it is the only duvet with the Allergy UK certification behind it. We have that certificate here in the studio as well. It looks so good on your bed. You can even wash these as well. And frankly, even the Super King will go in your domestic washing machine. I know, tell me about it. So it is beautiful. You can pack away, but I mean, seriously, it is just the most luxurious finish. Each single duvet comes with a zip. Why the zip? So you can see the quality of the AAA grade Mulberry Silk on the inside of your duvet. And the drape is phenomenal. It breathes with you. It's warm in winter. It's cool in summer. Even the summer that we've been having, it's absolutely phenomenal. And as I said, it is machine washable for you. It is there to regulate the temperature. It is just the most phenomenal thing that you will sleep under. And it can be yours. Luxury in your own home. How about that? Seriously. So here are the sizes for you. There's only one item number, 212998. The single, usually £169. We're down £30 at £139. The double's usually 239. We're at £179. King size is at 259. Our price is under £200. And the Super King's normally 279, and we're doing it for 219, which is absolutely amazing. But it's not just duvets from Mulberry Silk. It's also the amazing silk pillow. Now, it is just for, if you've ever slept on a pillow and you've sweated into the pillow, and we all do, Mulberry Silk, it could be the answer for you. Seriously, it is so, so luxurious. At £40, now, normally our regular price is £60, but you get it for 40. That could be PayPal Pay in 3 3 payments of $14.98. How about that? Spread it out, and they are so luxurious. You can even wash the pillows, unbelievably, and there aren't many pillows out there that can be washed, which means that they're going to go on and on and on. This is not a question of replacing your pillow. It's a question of a pillow that is going to last a very long time. And of course, if you've got a beautiful pillow, you also need the most beautiful pillowcase. And oh my word, the Mulberry Silk pillowcases are absolutely good. You will just want to just snuggle against it because it is so, so beautiful. We have on the video here 4 different colours, but we have a brand new colour for you tonight as well. We have the 5th colour, rose gold, for you as well, which is absolutely phenomenal. So there's Arctic, there's white, there's desert, there's sage, and there's rose gold as well, which is the new one. Now, the usual price for the pillowcase is £45, and we've taken £10 off that £35. So if you're buying a pillow, make sure that you choose your favourite colour in the pillowcases as well, because they really are absolutely gorgeous. Now, of course, you can buy on the phone, which is 03333 241 241. But the easiest way to buy from us is, of course, at the website. And if you go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, hit the live on air, and then you will see all of the products in the show, as you can see. Now, interestingly, it's not just the duvet and the pillows and also the pillowcases. We have the cocoon mattress as well in king size for you. There's the mattress topper and also the amazing... I can't even begin to tell you how brilliant they are. The footstools there as well. We're not featuring them on the show tonight, but they are there on the website. If you want one, they are phenomenal. Right, let's get into the story of silk then, shall we? And let me introduce to you my very good friend Ray Kennedy, who comes to it. I mean, what Ray doesn't know about silk, frankly, isn't worth knowing. He's spent many, many years selling silk, being in silk, doing silk, talking about silk. Ray, thank you so much for coming in. It's so lovely to work with you again. It's been a little while, hasn't it?
Good morning, Mark. It's a pleasure to be doing a show with you. Good morning to all the viewers, and let's try and make it interesting for the viewers.
Absolutely. Let's go right back to the story of silk, shall we? Because silk goes back probably more than 5,000 years in this story, doesn't it?
Yeah. Legend has it the Yellow Emperor's wife was having afternoon tea in the garden with some lady friends, and a little cocoon fell from the tree into a teacup of tepid tea. Silk floated off. She was obviously a clever lady, saw the potential, and started to weave silk. And that's, legend has it, that's how silk was discovered.
Indeed.
Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but it's a nice story anyway. But China are the masters with silk.
Yes.
The Chinese discovered silk between 5,000 and 6,000 years ago. 90% of all the silk in the world comes from China, right? They just are the best at producing silk.
The trouble is, of course, Ray, there are lots of different grades of silk,
Correct.
which is why AAA grade mulberry silk is the emperor of all the silks, really, isn't it?
Any viewer who's perhaps watching and thinking perhaps they might buy a duvet this morning, for your own peace of mind, go into Google or Wikipedia and type in all about silk. Now remember, Mark, they're not trying to sell you anything. They're just answering questions. And this is what they will tell you. Within the silk industry, mulberry silk is considered to be the king of silks.
Yes.
Now that's an interesting word, king. Mark, there can only be one king. Some would aspire to be king, but there can only be one king. And within the silk industry is mulberry.
Yes.
Now we are using AAA grade mulberry silk, the best you can get. There's only two parts to this duvet, the top cover and the filling within the top cover. Now the top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count.
And it's a beautiful sateen kind of finish, isn't it?
Correct. Anything over 180 thread count is considered to be luxury. This is 230.
Wow.
So the top cover is absolutely beautiful. The filling within the top cover, we've already discussed, the best you can get.
Yes.
This particular duvet, we offer it to the public with a no-nonsense, bulletproof, money-back guarantee. We're asking you to try it, buy it, try it, and if you don't like it, please don't keep it. Simply send it back. And instantly, without one word of an argument, we'll refund every penny you've paid for it. So now you have a chance to buy something which is absolutely wonderful to sleep under, with a guarantee that your money will be refunded if it doesn't suit your needs. It has a 10-year warranty. It is machine washable. Wash at a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. And Mark, when you wash it, it cannot and it will not lose shape.
This is what I love about mine, because because there are long strands of silk on the inside of this duvet, but they're all sewn into their own individual cassettes, aren't they? So they can't move.
Each strand of silk within the duvet, believe it or believe it not, Mark, is over 1 mile long.
Wow.
Now, because it's long, because it's unbroken, they can stitch it around the perimeter. Now, they do that by hand. It takes 2 skilled operators, sometimes a day to a day and a half to make one duvet. It's all got to be done by hand. So they sew it along the perimeter by hand. Now it's anchored. Then they pull it towards themselves, put these box cassettes in by machine. Now that means 2 things. Number 1, you're now sleeping under a complete covering of silk that cannot move. so you get no cold spots at all.
It drapes over you and feels amazing.
Well, Mark, it is a cocoon fibre designed, not by man,
of course,
by Mother Nature,
yes,
to cocoon anything that sleeps under it or within it. Very often when people have these big, puffy, heavy duvets, they're waking up 4 o'clock in the morning, one leg dangling out the bed,
yes,
backside sticking out the duvet,
yes,
Mark, duvet off, duvet on,
yep,
duvet off, duvet on. Doesn't happen
It
with
doesn't
silk.
happen, no. And I can absolutely say, hand on heart, that does not happen if you sleep under AAA grade mulberry silk, because you are warm enough in winter, but I haven't overheated in summer at all. And we know how warm it's been. I have been
Really
still
warm.
underneath my Mulberry Silk Duvet. It's been phenomenal.
Now, the reason people say to me, when we're doing a live presentation, we do roughly about 90 or 100 live.
You were just at the Royal Welsh show,
well,
weren't
we
you?
finished
Yep.
the Royal Welsh last Thursday. Next week we're at New Forest show. Some of these shows, Mark, I've been going to since the first show I ever did, funny enough, was the Royal Welsh. I was 17 years old.
Wow.
Now, next Wednesday, I'll be 84 years old.
Fantastic.
So I've been going to the Royal Welsh show for 67
Wow.
years. And for 37 of those years, I've been selling silk.
Yes.
Now, when people come up and touch it, they all say the same thing, Mark. Every single person. They say, oh my goodness, this is very thin.
They go, it's thin, isn't it? But the interesting thing and the important thing for you at home to understand is forget everything you know about TOG ratings. Right. Forget everything you know about hollow fibre or feathers or anything else. Silk is so different. Just forget all of that. We will tell you stuff that maybe you don't know about silk. And it's a phenomenal thing.
People say to me when they touch it, they say, how is it possible? How can it keep you warm in the winter?
Yes.
And cool in the summer? Now, Mark, the honest answer is, I don't know. Only one person knows, Mother Nature.
Indeed.
She's had the secret under lock and key for 5,000 years. But it is a fact. This duvet is an all-weather duvet.
Yep.
You don't need one for the winter and one for the summer. It just gently drapes around you and it gives you the most beautiful night's sleep you can possibly imagine. Now, here's the very important thing, Mark. Again, I would advise any viewer to check this out on a computer for your own peace of mind. Silk, pure silk, and this is pure, will wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat.
Yep.
So any lady going through the menopause, don't think twice, buy one. As far as sleep is concerned, it will change your life, I promise you. And if it doesn't, it's not like a husband. You don't have to keep it. You can send it back.
That's fair. That is.
And if you share a bed with a partner, very often, Mark, one person likes the bed warm.
Yes.
One likes it less warm.
One runs hot, one runs cold.
Correct.
Yeah.
That happens more often than you can imagine.
Yep.
You can both sleep under silk. It's a low conductor of heat. It self-reflects. And two people who like a different temperature in bed can sleep under this duvet and be perfectly comfortable. The final thing I should mention, and this is so important, it carries the coveted Allergy Board certificate. Now, every bedding company in Britain would like to have this certificate. It's coveted, it's difficult to get. To the best of my knowledge, we are the only company currently selling silk duvets anywhere in the United Kingdom that has this coveted certificate. It's issued for 1 year at a time. Now, they do that for a reason. They're clever. Very often you go into a place of business, there's certificates in the wall, they've been there for 40 years.
It's like the Chinese restaurant that's got a picture of Bruce Forsyth from 1950-something in the back.
School uniform.
Yes.
No, well, that's exactly why they issue it for 1 year at a time. They do that to make sure our standards don't drop.
Sure.
And Mark, they have this certificate, I'll read this, they have it for Canada, USA, United Kingdom, Ireland, all of the EU countries, it's 27 of them, New Zealand and Australia. Wow. Now, the reason I mention this, very often, what satisfies the authorities in Canada will not satisfy the authorities in Australia. But in this particular occasion, the quality of the product is so high, the manufacturing process is so perfect, they can find no fault. And as a result, they've issued us with this coveted certificate. And when you see this Allergy Board certificate, ladies and gentlemen, on any product, not only our products, on any product, you can buy it in the knowledge it's been tested to the highest and most rigid standards. So you are getting a chance to buy something special here. This is not an ordinary duvet, Mark.
No, it's not.
Now, Mark, you've been telling people how you like sleeping under your duvet. I should mention to the public, Mark bought one of our duvets six or seven years ago. He's been sleeping under it for 6 or 7 years, and he is more than qualified to speak about how good or how bad it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's something special at an affordable price with a money-back guarantee, Allergy Board approved, machine washable, you don't sweat under it. It's a chance to get champagne for the price of beer.
Oh, what a great way of putting it. We will be joining ITV and STV in about a minute's time, and it always gets really busy. So if you want to get in and make sure that you've got your size guaranteed in your basket, checked out and paid for and on the way to you, you can do it right now. Of course, we have single, we have double, we have king size, and we have the Super King. If you have a double bed, by the way, go for the king size. If you've got a king size bed, go for the Super King, because you want the drape over the side, because both of you in your bed, you want the drape over the side. It is the most luxurious bedding that you will have. So seriously, go for it right now. You can pop it in your basket. You can either call 0333 241 241, or of course, simply go to shopontv.co.uk. We have got lots of information about silk all the way through the show for us. So I hope that you will stick with us as we continue on ITV1. Well, a very good morning to you. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Mark Rise, and I have a show all about luxury for you tonight. Saturday night into Sunday morning, it's all about luxurious feeling. It's all about how you can get a better night's sleep, even in the really hot nights, because we are bringing you something luxurious that you may not have seen before. It is triple A grade Mulberry Silk. It will simply give you the most luxurious feel. If you've ever slept in a 5-star hotel, and some of us have, some of us haven't, but if you have, you know that kind of feeling of luxuriousness that you get. And that's what we're offering, but in your very own home. The Mulberry Silk Duvet, I've got one. They are phenomenal. I've had mine for 6 or 7 years now, and the luxurious nature of the duvet that you've got really can't be understated, and we will tell you all of the reasons why. Now, you will see that it looks thin, but forget everything you know about TOG ratings and thickness of duvet and feathers and hollow, forget all of that, because this is a 100% naturally non-allergenic filling, because it is genuine pure silk. It also folds beautifully. It also washes, but we'll come to that in just a few minutes' time. So it's very easy. You could take it away with you in your caravan, in your camper van, very, very simply, because it's also lightweight. And you might be thinking, lightweight even in winter? Yes, lightweight even in winter. Now, every single duvet has a zip. Why? And that's because you can see the silk on the inside. People are buying already, and I will tell you how to do that in just a moment. It looks good on the bed. I mean, it looks like you're in a 5-star hotel if you make your bed every day, and you literally just waft it over and it makes your bed. Absolutely stunning. Now, even the Super King size will fit in a domestic washing machine. Isn't that incredible? We'll explain all the reasons why. It will regulate your temperature. You'll stay warm in winter, you'll be cool in summer. We've got all of the sizes here for you from Mulberry Silk. It's AAA grade Mulberry Silk for the duvets as well. And there's only one item number to remember, 212998 for the Mulberry Silk Duvet. Now, we've got the single, which is normally £169. We're doing it for £139. The double's usually £239. We sell it for £179 here at Shop on TV. The king size is usually £259. We do it for under £200. It's incredible. And the Super King, if you're lucky enough to have a king size bed and you want to buy a Super King, normally £279, and our price is just £219. So seriously, grab yours right now at shopontv.co.uk. But we don't just have the duvet for you. No, this is a complete sleep experience because we also have the incredible AAA grade Mulberry Silk pillow. They are absolutely luxurious. They're so beautiful. Now, normally these are £60 each. We do them for £40 each, which is 3 payments of £14.98 on PayPal Pay in 3. Now, these look and feel really luxurious. Long strands of silk wound around, and that's what you're sleeping on. Now, bear in mind, it's a temperature regulator, so no more sweaty head on the pillow. These are beautiful, and they're also washable as well, and that's what's so beautiful about them. The Mulberry Silk pillow is just a gorgeous way, and it looks so good on the pillow, on the bed as well, that you will have a phenomenal looking bed. But of course, if you've got a Mulberry Silk pillow, you need a Mulberry Silk pillowcase as well, because this, you will just want, just the feel of it is so wonderful. Now, 100% Mulberry Silk with a cotton backing so the pillow doesn't slip around in it, which is really clever. Now, the video has got 4 colours, and we normally sell 4 colours, but I came on the show today and we've got an extra colour for you. So we've got 5 different colourways for you now. We have Arctic, we have white, we have desert, we have sage, and we have the brand new rose gold Mulberry Silk pillowcase for you as well. Now, normally the pillowcases are £45. We do them for £35 here on the show today. Shopontv.co.uk, whether you're getting a duvet, whether you're getting pillows, or whether you're getting the pillowcases, all exceptional value for money. And if you've not seen a Mulberry Silk show before, or it's been a long month since you've seen one, the bargains are here to be had. And by the way, when you see the rose gold colour pillowcase that we haven't done before, I think you're going to fall in love with it. I think it's going to be a fast seller tonight. Right, you can go to the website, and when you go to the website, either on the phone with the QR code, or here on the website, go to where it says live on air. Hit that and it will take you to all of the products that we've got in the show. So just come down here and all of the products here. So you've got the duvets, you've got the pillows, and you've got the pillowcases. But if you wanted a king-size mattress, the Cocoon mattress, that's there on the website as well. We've also got the mattress toppers and the most amazing footstool. I mean, seriously, if you want a massage footstool that also heats up, that also gives you the shiatsu massage as well, it's the most incredible thing. Seriously, we're not demonstrating it on the show tonight, but I have to say, if you want it on the show, you can get one of those on the website right now, and they are absolutely the business, I tell you. Right, let me introduce you to a man who knows more about silk. He's forgotten more about silk than I'll ever learn about silk. Seriously, he is just the most amazing guest. It's Ray Kennedy, everyone. Ray, thank you so much for coming in.
Good morning, Mark.
It's so lovely to be working with you again. It's been a few
Couple of
years
hasn't it, Mark?
Absolutely right. I love the story of silk, and we'll go right back to the beginning, shall we? Because the story of silk begins over 5,000 years ago, doesn't it?
Silk was discovered in China between 5,000 and 6,000 years ago. Now, the Chinese are the masters when it comes to silk. 90% of all the silk in the world comes from China. Now, our particular duvet is very special. It only has 2 parts, Mark, the top cover and the filling within the top cover. Now, the top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. It's long-fibre cotton. Now, some people might know this, some people might not, so I'll explain this. When you pick cotton using a mechanical device or a machine, cotton becomes stressed and it breaks.
It snaps, doesn't it?
And it snaps, and you get short fibre cotton. I would say 95% of all the cotton products sold in the United Kingdom are short fibre cotton. When you pick cotton by hand, it's a much more gentle process, and it doesn't stress and it doesn't break.
And this is just the cover of this duvet that we're talking about. Yeah.
Now, you get long fibre cotton when you pick it by hand. Long fibre cotton is softer, it's more luxurious. It can be woven in a slightly different way.
Yep.
So it's extra breathable. It wicks away moisture, it's machine washable, and it doesn't pill as easy. So it looks beautiful longer.
And it stays looking beautiful.
And it stays
exactly
looking
right.
beautiful.
But that isn't why people are buying this duvet from us, Ray. It's all about what's inside the duvet.
Right, it's the silk. Now, when we do a live presentation, people come up to me and they say, you know, this is very thin.
Yes, they do, and it's the first thing people say, isn't it?
Every single person, 100 people out of 100.
Will say it, yes.
They say, oh, hold on, this is very thin. Are you sure this will keep me warm in the winter?
And you know what? I think the very first day I met you all those years ago, and we were doing a show together, I think that was my first question to you as well,
And I
wasn't
said to you
it?
what I say to everyone. I say, well, look.
Get one and try it.
Buy it and try it.
Yes.
And if you don't like it, I'll refund your money. 6 or 7 years later, you're still sleeping under it.
Every night. Even during the summer months. Even this really hot summer, I have been sleeping under it. It's warm in winter, it's cool in summer.
And I'll tell you why
it's
that
unbelievable.
is, Mark. The reason why it's warm in the winter and cool in the summer, silk is a low conductor of heat.
Yep.
It retains heat in a different fashion to, say, duck, goose feather, or man-made fibers.
And there it is. We can
you
see
don't
the silk
need
there.
a big, heavy, puffy, bulky duvet.
No.
This is a cocoon fiber, silk. It's made to gently fold itself around anything that sleeps within it or under it. And here's the wonderful part. When you sleep under silk, it doesn't walk, it doesn't move in the middle of the night. You don't waken up at 4 o'clock in the morning, one leg dangling out the bed, backside sticking out the duvet, duvet off,
like
duvet
you've been to my
on,
house.
duvet off, duvet on. You simply get into bed, snuggle down under it, and believe you me, you're going to get a really lovely, perfect, comfortable night's sleep. Remember, it wicks away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. Now, some people might think, hold on, are you sure this is correct? So my advice to anyone is to check this out on a computer. Silk will wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. Any lady going through the menopause, don't think twice. Buy one. As far as sleep is concerned, it will change your life. If you share a bed with a partner who overheats, one partner likes the bed warm, one likes it less warm, this is the duvet for you. It self-reflects. It's a low conductor of heat. It's machine washable. Cold wash, 30 degrees. The largest one we do, Mark, is the Super King.
Yes.
It weighs 2.5 kilos. It'll fit in any standard UK machine.
I know, and that's the most incredible thing.
Yeah.
It really is. When you say change your life, you're talking about getting a
As
better
far as
night's
sleep
sleep.
is concerned.
I mean, I have to say, you get a better night's sleep, and I do. I have been sleeping better under my Mulberry Silk Duvet than ever I did under hollow fibre or feathers.
Well, you
and
know,
all of our 5-star testimonials absolutely reflect that as well.
You know, Mark, in the business I'm in and you're in, we travel around a lot.
Yep.
Anywhere in the United Kingdom, when I travel, I take a duvet and a pillow with me. Now, my grandchildren, they laugh at me. They say, oh, Granddad, come on, you're embarrassing us walking into a hotel with a duvet under your arm and a pillow. But I know, Mark, if ever I forget my duvet and my pillow, when I sleep under an ordinary duvet, that's when I know how wonderful this is. After having slept under these for 30-odd years, on the odd occasion I'm forced to sleep under an ordinary duvet, then you realize how wonderful this is.
100%.
This is special.
Yes.
It's not an ordinary duvet. You can buy ordinary duvets in any shop in Britain.
Yep.
These you can only buy from Shop and TV or from myself. Shop and TV buy them from me. Now, the buyers here are very tenacious.
That's one word. Yes, that's one word for it.
They're very good at their job.
Yes, they are.
They buy very large quantities, Mark,
Yes.
at a special price.
Yep.
And then they do something wonderful. They pass the saving on to the viewer.
And we really do.
They really do. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to get across, Shop and TV are not a greedy company. They work on tight margins and depend on selling large quantities. You are getting this product, this will shock you. You're getting this product offered this morning at a price which is slightly less than we were charging for it when we first sold it on television in Britain 22 years ago.
And that's because they are
That's
tenacious
wonderful.
as well. Do you know what, Ray? Let's run through those prices then, because actually if you've only just joined us, it is worthwhile running through all of the different prices and the item number that you can get it. Now remember, you can get it either on the phone or on the website shopontv.co.uk or by calling 0333 241 241. Here are the prices. So when Ray says you get them for less than his website, the usual price is Ray's website. So the single, £169. Normally you get it here at Shop on TV for £139. The double, normally £239, you get it for £179. The king size, and I have to say out of all of the sizes, king size is the most popular, simply because we say if you've got a double bed, go for the king size because you get the drape over the edges. Normally that's £259. You get it for under £200. Seriously. And the Super King, normally £279, and our price is £219. Those prices are phenomenal. But remember, you also get a no-quibble 10-year warranty. Have you ever kept a duvet for 10 years knowing that it is going to be in as good a condition in 10 years' time as it was when you bought it? I wash mine twice a year. Yeah. Actually, during the summer, it's been slightly more because it's been a bit of a sweaty summer, hasn't it? But it goes in the washing machine. I put it out on the line. It dries, it's back on the bed that night because it is this beautiful temperature regulating silk, which is so good. By the way, let me show you something that no other duvet I've ever come across has had. It's got a zip here, just down this one side, just between my fingers, just between there. Now, Ray, that is so that people can see the quality.
Do you know why that is,
of
Mark?
the silk. Look at this.
There's an awful lot of fake silk being sold, and there's a lot of inferior silk being sold, especially on the internet. But what some companies do, it's not very nice actually, they get cotton, polyester, man-made fibers, they polish it so it looks like silk. Now here's something which will shock you, Mark. In Britain here, you're allowed to put a silk label on a product, and that product can have as little as 10% silk in it. 10%.
Wow.
And you can put a silk label on it.
Good Lord.
One thing I must stress to the viewers, everything we are offering for sale today is made by the official Mulberry Silk Company. Our head office is in Vancouver. We trade internationally in 36, 37 countries throughout the world, and we have done for close on 40 years. There are no inferior fibers mixed in with our products. That's why that zip is on there. So once you've bought it, you can unzip it, you can look at it, you can touch it, and you can see that you've bought the real McCoy, the best of the best, AAA grade mulberry silk, wrapped up in Egyptian cotton, long fibre, 230 thread count. It really is, ladies and gentlemen, something very special. And all I can tell you is this. I go to the same venues year in, year out. Mark mentioned earlier, Royal Welsh, finished last Thursday. I've been going there for 67 years since I was a young boy. Next week, New Forest Show. Next week, I've been going there for so many years. When I go to these venues, I ask the people who organize these shows, I say I must be in the same location every single year. The reason being, 40% of all the sales I get on any given day when I'm at a live presentation are repeat business. People have bought one of our products maybe a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years before, and they suddenly come back for extra products. So it's important they know where to find me, because 40% of all my sales are people who bought something and they're delighted with it and they want more. And if you buy these, you will be delighted with them. And if by any chance you're not, I promise you, I'll refund your money with the same speed and the same civility that I take it from you. No arguing, no fighting on the telephone. Now, Mark, you know, every year, fortunately, we sell tens of thousands of duvets.
Absolutely.
The amount we get returned, ladies and gentlemen, you could fit, this is true, has to be true. I can't make these things up on television. The amount
I would soon stop you if you did, put it that way.
The amount we get returned would fit into a small supermarket shopping trolley. People buy them and fall in love with them.
Yes.
Just ask Mark. He's had his for 7 years.
Yes, so yeah, between 6 and 7 years, I bought mine, and I have used it every single night. I mean, seriously, even during the really hot part of this summer, it has kept me cool. When, you know, sometimes you go, oh no, I don't want a duvet on. But actually, with the Mulberry Silk Duvet, it's a temperature regulator. And that's what is so beautiful about it. Go for the one that is one size bigger than your mattress. So if you've got a double bed, go for a king size. If you've got a king size bed, go for a super king, because you want the drape over it. King size is the most popular. More people have got the king size in the basket than any of the other sizes at the moment. But you do need to check it out. Oh, actually, I've been told that super king isn't that far behind. All right, check out, because we don't have an unlimited stock tonight, and very often these shows are very busy, very fast, and today it's a Saturday night and we're beginning quite early. 03333 241 241, and our phone operators will take your order quite happily. But if you want to do it without talking to anyone, go to shopontv.co.uk. It is that simple. Let's show you how easy it is to do it on the web. So you go to shopontv.co.uk, go to the live on air sign, click on that. There's my ugly mug. You scroll down and you see all of the pictures of the different products that we've got. So there is the duvet. And so £139 for the single, but it will ask you which size you want. So there you go, all of the sizes there. So shall we pick a king size one? There we go. And let's add it to our basket. It's you've bought stuff online before, I know you have, but just to take you through it. And then you can check out securely, very, very easy. You can even use PayPal Pay in 3, remember, which is brilliant. So you can split it across 3 payments. You don't even have to sign up. You can sign out as a guest. You can check out as a guest as well, which is absolutely fantastic. So, you know, it's that easy to actually buy. If you want to, if it's in your basket right now, get it checked out, because you don't want to miss out. Oh, there's just been a big leap, and that's why we explain how you buy. That's the point. Not just duvets, but also pillows and pillowcases as well, which we'll come on to in just a moment's time. But I do have one fact that I want to share with you about AAA grade mulberry silk and silk in general. And Ray told me this many years ago, and it stayed in my brain. Silk is the second strongest fibre on the planet. Yeah. Stronger than concrete for its density.
Pound by pound.
For its tensile strength. But it's only superseded by spiders' webs, isn't it? It's incredible.
It's funny enough, the last show I did here, I mentioned that up until maybe 10 years ago, bulletproof vests were lined with silk.
Yes, they were, weren't they?
You couldn't put a bullet through it. Now, when the show finished, one of the camera guys said to me, "Are you sure about that?" Now, last night, I was watching The Chase on television, and that question came up.
Oh, was it?
What fabric was used in bulletproof vests? And they gave you 3 different things, and it was silk.
I love The Chase.
Silk, you couldn't put a bullet through it.
Yes.
6 or 7 layers of it.
Amazing.
It's the second strongest natural fibre in the world. That's why these products last so long.
Well, that's the reason, isn't it? That's why you can put a 10-year guarantee on them.
But although it's 10 years, the duvets we have in my bed at home, Mark, are 37 years old.
Wow.
My wife washes them, just like you. My wife washes them on average twice a year, maybe 3 times in the summer. Now, the important thing to remember with silk, you'll find when you buy a silk duvet, I always say to anyone when I'm speaking face-to-face at a live presentation, I say, please consider this to be an investment. You're not going to have to replace it in 7 or 8 years' time.
No, indeed, absolutely.
This is something which will last the best part of your adult life.
Value for money.
For money.
Yes, I think you do have to look at things like clothing and whatever. Sometimes we spend a lot of money if we're going to use them many, many times. You spend 8 hours a night in bed. You will quite happily pay over the odds for a massive telly for your living room because it's a show-off factor, right? Do something for yourself. You can spend that little bit more, and it is only a little bit more money. But just imagine, if you're buying the king size for £199 and you keep it for 10 years, that's £20 per year for a duvet, which seems crazy, doesn't it? But that's what you're doing, because you will keep this duvet for a long, long time. Now, loads of people have got them in their baskets, but you need to check out. It's not yours until you actually check out. Now, you know that you want to try it. Remember, Ray's cast iron money back guarantee here. It's got a 10-year guarantee. If you don't like it, return it. But seriously, you will love it. Don't take my word for it. Let's get some testimonials on the screen so that you can see. So, Mary Gourlay says, I wish I'd found your company years ago. Your silk duvet has transformed my life. Now, that's quite a statement, isn't it, to be fair? I now sleep not waking in a hot sweat, and my husband, who felt he couldn't sleep without a seriously weighty duvet and is cold-blooded, also sleeps. Fantastic. Mary, thank you so much. Here's Liam's 5-star review. Just saw your Mulberry Silk Duvet. I've got one of these and it's changed my life. Again, a great phrase to use. I used to toss and turn in my sleep and get hot every night, but someone recommended this to me and it is just amazing. I've even gifted this to my grandmother's superb product. Do you know what I bought my mum? Well, sadly no longer with us, but I bought my mum one of these. Steve says, morning peeps, got something to say. I love my Mulberry Silk Duvet. Best purchase I've ever made. Genuinely. Message to your viewers, get one, you will not regret it. By the way, do you see the QR code on the screen? Here, the QR code here, if you take a picture of that with your phone, you put the camera on your phone and to the screen, it will take you directly to the website so you can buy it straight away. How about that? Easy, huh? And these are the prices. Sizes and prices for you, okay? So the single is absolutely phenomenal, and the single is usually £169. It's down to £139. That's 135 by 200 centimetres. I'm not going to do the sizes. You know how big a single duvet is. The double is usually £239, but our price is £179. Now, you can do that on PayPal Pay in 3, so you can do 3 payments of £61.32 on that. The king size is usually £259. We're doing it under £200. It is the absolute daddy of this. 3 payments of £67.98 on PayPal Pay in 3. Seriously, if you've got a double bed, go for the king size. Do it right now. And over 10 years, that's under £20 per year. Seriously, go for it. It's such luxury. Super King, usually £279. Our price is £219. And look at that. That's 3 payments of £74.65. 03333 241 241 or shopontv.co.uk. Grab your Mulberry Silk Duvet right now. And I should stop calling it Mulberry Silk, because it's not just Mulberry Silk. It's triple A-grade Mulberry Silk. And there's a difference here, Ray, isn't it? Because it's all about what the silkworms eat, isn't it?
Well, it's like everything else in life. When you're buying quality products, there's different levels of quality. Now, basically, Mark, what we've done is something very simple. We have taken the 2 most famous fabrics in the world, Egyptian cotton and mulberry silk. We've given these fabrics to a company who have a stellar reputation for making quality products.
Yes.
We've backed it up with a 10-year warranty. We've backed it up with a money-back guarantee. No arguing, no fighting on the telephone. Anything you buy this morning, if you don't like it, your money will be refunded instantly. No, not one word of an argument. So when you buy this product, you're getting a chance to buy top quality merchandise at an affordable price. The reason the price is so low, because the price is low, to give you a comparison, Mark, my son Martin, who you've met, I live in Glasgow.
Yep.
people in STV will know this. There's two main shopping centres in Glasgow, right? In one of those shopping centres, there's a very famous company who make high quality products. I have nothing bad to say about them. All I can say is they're a wonderful company who make high quality products. Martin went into that company a couple of Christmases ago to buy a dressing gown for his mum. And he noticed they were selling silk duvets. So he went to have a little look at them.
Of course.
And he did what I always tell people to do. He read the label. Now, for a king-size duvet, this company, highly reputable company,
Yes.
what do you think they were charging, Mark, for a king-size duvet?
I bet it was probably over £300.
£512.
Wow, okay.
And when Martin read the label,
Oh, what was it?
12% silk in it.
No!
12%.
That's outrageous.
Because they're allowed to do that in Britain. You can put a silk label on any product that has as little as 10% silk in it. Everything we are selling you right now, this duvet, 100% pure AAA grade mulberry silk. No inferior fibres mixed in with it. It's an all-weather duvet. You don't need one for the winter. You don't need another one for the summer. Warm in the winter, cool in the summer. Machine washable. Allergy board approved. No dust mites. Dust mites are the enemy. Anybody with allergies, you don't want dust mites. The average dust mite, Mark, only lives for 10 weeks. And then it dies within the duvet.
But it stays in your duvet.
Now, and not only that, what passes through his body before it dies is in the duvet.
I'm happy to say dust might poo on
The
television.
New York Times, I think it was, a few years back, did a survey, and they came to the conclusion that the average duvet doubles in weight in 3 years with dead dust mites.
Which is why washable is important.
Washable, and also allergy board certificate.
Yep.
No other duvet I know in Britain has this certificate.
Ray, you're just covering
Allergy
your
board.
microphone there a little bit. There we go.
Sorry.
Yep.
No other company has this allergy board certificate for silk duvets. It's something special at an affordable price.
And you know what? We will come back and talk more about duvets in just a few minutes' time, but we have to talk about pillows as well, because loads of people have found the pillow already on the website and they are checking out their pillows already. But you do need to check out if the duvet's in your basket, if the pillow's in your basket. Do check out right now. It's check out or miss out, because we don't have an unlimited amount of stock. So even if it's in your basket and like loads and loads of people put it in their basket, they may get it first. And you don't want to be in that position. You don't want to miss out. Right, let's talk about pillows then, because a silk pillow is a thing of beauty. Seriously, there are loads of different pillows on the market, Ray. What's your headline that makes the silk pillow so special?
Quality and silk. 2 words sum it up beautifully. Now you say, Mark, there's loads of pillows in the market. You're quite right.
Yep.
Every single year in Britain, how many pillows, bad, cheap, nasty, horrible pillows, do you think end up in landfill?
Oh,
have a guess.
Wow. 1 million?
Right, you say 1 million.
Yep.
The official figure is somewhere between 10 and 15 million.
That end up in landfill every year?
Every single year.
That's awful.
It could be as high as 15, but it's definitely 10.
And that can be polyester, which of course doesn't break down even, does it?
10 million last year,
Wow.
10 million this year, 10 million next year.
Okay.
Right, here's a second little guess for you, Mark.
Okay, I love this game.
What? I love it too, because people guess and they can't believe the true figure. What do you think the British public spend on pillows every year?
Well, the thing is, if you buy a cheap pillow, you pretty much replace it after a year because you've got to, because it goes flat as a pancake.
Right.
So what do they spend on pillows every year? Ooh,
Yes.
£30?
No, the British public on a whole.
Oh, no, as a whole, probably, all right, then 35 million pounds?
Over 100 million pounds are spent in pillows.
Golly.
Right, now having said that, this pillow I'm holding is the one I sleep on at home.
Indeed.
When I travel down to Manchester, I bring it with me.
Yep.
And I bring it here for a reason. So I can hold it up to the camera and the viewer who's perhaps thinking of buying a pillow can make a judgment. This pillow I'm holding up has been slept on for 6 years. I've slept on it for 6 years. I've slept on it.
But it looks new, Ray. That's what people at home are saying.
I've slept on it for 17 or 18,000 hours.
Wow.
It's been washed, I'd say, at least 20 times.
Gosh.
Wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees. Tumble dry or line dry. When you wash it, it will not and it cannot lose shape.
Gosh.
Right? Now, we tell you on the label exactly what's in this pillow. We're not trying to hoodwink anyone. If you were to cut this open, in the middle, you have a little pocket of fibre. Mm-hmm. That's to give you support for your neck and shoulders, to help you get comfort. All the way around that, you have layer after layer after layer after layer.
It's literally just wound round, isn't it?
Yes, of AAA grade mulberry silk. Not little pieces of silk that have been cut up and thrown in any old haphazard fashion. AAA grade long fibre, the king of silks. The top cover, Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. This pillow is Allergy Board approved. There's a certificate. No dust mites. So if you have any member of your family who unfortunately has allergies, don't waste your money on any other pillow. Now, something I should mention, how this pillow came about. We were asked by a buyer in a very large TV company. You know the company. You and I worked on it for years.
Yes.
Right? She came along, she said to me, she said, the public love your duvets. Why don't you make a pillow to the same high standards? Well, we went back to our head office in Vancouver. We have a research and development department there. We went to work making this pillow.
How long did it take in the R&D?
2 to 2.5 years.
Wow, okay.
There's an old saying, Mark, the devil is in the detail.
Indeed.
So we took our time.
Yep.
This is the pillow we came up with. Now, at this point, I should mention, if the Bedding Association, who are clever people, they're knowledgeable, they're clever, they know what they're talking about, they reckon if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, they're not, but if they were, they reckon the percentage it would be returned could be as high as 60 or 65%. They keep that figure.
So those kind of pillows that you buy in the supermarket?
The supermarket.
They reckon 60 to 65%
Keep that figure at the back of your mind,
okay.
Mark,
Okay.
right? You've done it yourself. You're in the supermarket, you're walking along with your trolley, and there they are on the shelf.
2 for a tenner. Okay.
2 for a tenner. Now, something you must remember, 20% of that £10 is VAT.
Yes.
So that goes to the government. So it's actually 2 for £8. Now, it's totally impossible to buy a decent pillow for £4. I'll tell you why. The pillow has to be made, so that man has to make a profit. Before he makes it, he has to buy the fabric, so that man has to make a profit. The man who ships it 5,000 miles across the ocean has to make a profit. The man who takes it off the ship when it gets to Southampton has to make a profit. The distributor, the wholesaler, and the supermarket have to make a profit. That's 8 people have to make a profit out of £4. I bought a coffee on the motorway coming down here. It was £4.10.
Oof. Yes.
So
actually, you got a good deal on the motorway.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So how can you buy a pillow for £4 and expect it to be any good? That's why 10 million end up in landfill. When you buy this, you will keep it. Wash it as often as you want. When we started selling these to the public, Mark, in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows.
Okay.
We got 19 individual pillows returned out of 86,000.
That's something like 0.01%,
Not
isn't
65%.
Wow.
19 pillows.
Gosh.
One reason, top quality fabrics, top quality manufacturing process, money back guarantee. People buy them and fall in love with them. Your head won't get hot on them. You won't sweat when you sleep on a pillow that's packed with silk. Do you know, we're in Manchester in the studio here. This will shock you, Mark. this will shock you. 7 or 8 months ago, I was in the largest retailer in Manchester buying something.
Yep.
They had a mountain of pillows. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 dozen.
I think I know where you're talking about. Yep.
They stack them on pallets.
Yes.
Hundreds. They were selling a pillow for £6. So I read the label. That pillow was filled, you won't believe this, with recycled plastic bottles.
Yes.
And people fall for it.
Yes.
They buy these cheap pillows. And when you buy cheap, in the long run, you're buying expensive. I sell this pillow on my website at £60 for 1 pillow and £5 postage. To use a modern phrase, I'm not ripping people off. Shop and TV buy very large quantities. They work on tight margins. They take £20 off every pillow. You can buy them here not for 60, but for £40 with a no-nonsense, bulletproof money-back guarantee. 19 returned out of 86,000. I'll stop talking.
Do you know what? It's 654433, the item number, not £60, as Ray says, but £40 for a Mulberry Silk, a triple A grade Mulberry Silk pillow, which is beautiful. Seriously, that's also £14.98. 3 PayPal Pay and 3 payments, and that includes the postage, remember. They're 03333 241 241 or shopontv.co.uk. It has gone bananas, both on the telephone and on the website tonight, but you are being slow in checking out, so I've got a little bit of telling off to do. So I'm sorry, I'm just going to do a little bit of telling off for you. You need, because you won't get it in your home unless you actually check it out. And somebody else might come and take it away from you. You might wake up tomorrow morning and go, oh, no, I was watching that Mulberry Silk show. I'll buy that. We might be out of stock then. Don't do that, because that's really disappointing. Make sure you check out right now. You know you can do it. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on your tablet. You can do it on your laptop. You can do it on the phone. Whichever is easiest for you, you know which way you prefer to do it. But make sure you check out. If you're one of the hundreds of people who have got them in their baskets right now, you need to check out or you will miss out. So pillows available, but oh my word, pillowcases. Oh my word, these are beautiful, Ray. And you know what? They are just, this is luxury over luxury, really, isn't it?
This is perfection. Well, it's as close to perfection as you can possibly get.
Yes.
You know, people, when I'm doing a live presentation, Mark, people come up to me and they say, I've read about these pillowcases. They stop your wrinkling, don't they? Now, they get an awful shock, ladies and gentlemen, when I say, I'm sorry, nothing will stop your wrinkling. And nothing will stop your wrinkling.
Sadly.
But what you, sadly, you're right. But what you can do, ladies and gentlemen, you can slow the process down dramatically.
That's fair.
Now, silk does that in no uncertain fashion. In silk, pure silk, and this is pure, there are no inferior fibers mixed in with it, none whatsoever. Read the label when you buy it. It will tell you it's AAA grade, long fibre, mulberry silk, and is guaranteed to be that and nothing else. Now, you'll find in silk there are 18 amino acids. One of them, a very important one, is called sericin. You spell that S-E-R-I-C-I-N. Now, what sericin does as you sleep, it keeps your skin hydrated. It stops your skin drying out. If you sleep...
I'm just going to add, it helps to do that.
Yes.
It helps to. It doesn't
Yes.
do it all by itself, but yes,
Correct.
it helps to do that.
Now, if you sleep on a cotton pillowcase, and this is not silly sales talk, it's a fact, cotton will take the moisture from your skin and dry your skin.
Which is
as
why you
sleep.
sweat more into it,
Correct.
of course. Absolutely.
Yes. Now, with silk, it traps the moisture within your skin and slows the wrinkling process down. Now, you'll find if you ask your hairdresser what it does for your hair, there is no static in silk. So it cuts out frizz.
Do you know what? It's how I managed to look so coiffeured.
So coiffeured.
It's like, I've noticed sleeping on Mulberry Silk pillowcases, it not only feels nicer, but I don't get any of that kind of staticky. You know, when you wake up and your hair's doing that, I
There's
found
no
that
static in the silk.
doesn't happen.
None whatsoever. So people who have long hair in particular, you don't have to tie it up at night. And I must tell you something else. People of colour have a particular problem with their hair. For the reason being, as a person of colour, as their hair starts to grow from the scalp, as it starts to grow, it's broad, but it narrows as it grows. And then it reaches a point where it twists and it kinks. And beyond that twist and kink, the natural proteins from your scalp cannot travel beyond that. So beyond the twist and the kink, the hair becomes fragile and it breaks, and you get a lot of breakage. So that's why people of colour, when they go to have their hair done, the hairdresser very often tells them to go to bed wearing a silk bonnet or sleep on a silk pillowcase.
Don't you? Yeah.
Very often they tell them that. So this is pure silk. And if you have any problems with your hair, this will help tremendously.
Ray, tell me. There's a great story that you tell. I haven't heard you tell it for ages.
What's that?
About one time when you were at one of the live shows and a lady came and bought, didn't she buy 10 pillowcases all at once? We do have the new colour of pillowcases as well. That's not on the screen. It's the one that Ray has got. It's got the one that Ray is holding. We have the 5 different colours. The 5 different colours are Arctic or white or desert or sage or rose gold. And rose gold is this beautiful one.
It's lovely.
That we have. Isn't that a beautiful
That's it,
new
look.
colour? So this story. So a lady came and bought 10, I think you said, didn't she?
I've forgotten. You know, when you're dealing with the public live, as I do, 200 days of every year, you'll find me at an exhibition somewhere selling to the public. So you get all sorts of interaction with the public. And I think I know the story you're referring to. We were at the Horse of the Year show. Is that the one?
That's the one.
And this lovely young girl come up to me and all the writing stuff on. She was lovely, a young girl. And she bought 10 pillowcases. So I was a little bit curious. It was December time, mind you. The Horse of the Year show at that time, I think, was also held, always used to be held at Earl's Court. And she came up and she bought 10. So I said, if you don't mind me asking, are these Christmas presents? I'm used to people buying 2 or perhaps 4, but not 10. So she said, no. She said, what we do, she says, I'm riding in the dressage. She said, in the horses, she says, we like the muscling and everything to be defined. She says, in silk, she says, we wrap it around a little block of sponge and we stroke the horse with it till its coat absolutely glistens.
Wow.
So when we're riding, the horse looks $1 million.
Wow.
So you see, it's amazing. Silk does have this stunning ability to make your hair look better, to make your skin look better. And the important thing to remember, Mark, the sericin within the silk never washes out. If you wash this, a cold wash, 30 degrees, we estimate it will last you the best part of your adult life. And the other thing I should mention, I have no hesitation in saying, if you were lucky enough to find a shop in the United Kingdom selling silk pillowcases this quality, you'd pay over £50 for them. One final thing very quickly, I'll just point this out. To the best of my knowledge, it's the only silk pillowcase currently being sold anywhere in the United Kingdom that has this unique feature. There's a saying, Mark, that's known the whole world over. Whichever country I go to, every country, they know this saying, smooth as silk.
Yes.
Right? Now, inside this pillowcase, we have sprayed on a thin layer of cotton. It's so fine, you can hardly see it. But it's there, I can assure you. Now, compared to silk, even the most expensive cotton is coarse. So when you put the pillow into the pillowcase, the cotton against the cotton, it grips. And it keeps the silk on the outside absolutely smooth as silk.
And I love that because it doesn't slip. It doesn't slip on the pillow, and which also means it doesn't crease. So all the things that you were talking about, that with being your face against the pillowcase and helping to avoid extra wrinkles, the brilliant thing is it keeps the pillow lovely and smooth, so your skin is nicely against the smooth pillowcase as well. So £45 normally, £35 here at Shop on TV for the 5 different colours of pillowcase. They make phenomenal presents, just saying. And they really do. They really do. So, yes, it is too early to think about that thing in December. Yes, I'm not going to do that. It's like, I was thinking birthdays and nice anniversaries and things. Right, so it is too early for that. I'm not going to go there yet.
Mark, you can just treat yourself.
You can just treat yourself. You're absolutely right. Right, so we have hundreds of people right now with duvets in their baskets that haven't checked out. Quite a lot have checked out, but hundreds of people right now. And bear in mind, when I say hundreds of people, we are live. It's just after 1 a.m. on Saturday night. Lots of people are up because lots of people will have been going out. We are live right away across the United Kingdom on ITV1 and STV. There are a lot of people watching right now, and thank you for watching. We really do appreciate it. We're here most nights of the year here at Shop on TV with brilliant products, as you know. But look, if you don't check out, you won't get anything, and then you'll wake up annoyed. We're talking luxury. We have a luxury show for you with a luxury product that if you haven't tried, you really ought to, and it comes with a no quibble 10-year guarantee. Try it. Here are the different sizes. We've got single, double, king and super king, and here are the prices that go with it. There's only one item number to remember, and you just choose the size that you want, 212998. So the single, £169. Normally, we're doing it for £139, which is absolutely brilliant. The double, which is popular tonight, £239 at Ray's website, £179 from Shop on TV, which is brilliant. By far and away, the most popular one in king size is king size tonight, £259 normally. You get it for under £200, £199, wow. And that's £67.98 on 3 PayPal Pay in 3 payments. And Super King's quite popular as well. What we're saying is go for the size above the size of your duvet, the size of your mattress rather. £279 down to £219. You do need to check out though, because we are getting through stock really quickly. What was that size that was? Super King, 3/4 of the stock has been allocated. They haven't all checked out, but 3/4 of the stock is already in people's baskets. And that means that if you've got a king-size duvet, if you've got a king-size mattress, rather, you want a Super King duvet because you love, have a look at our bed. I don't know if we can show you a shot of the bed. Look, you can see the drape over the edge, and that's nice. And it also means that if you've got two I'm going to say normal size adults in a bed, it drapes over the two of you beautifully. That's the nice
Well, as I mentioned earlier, it is a cocoon fibre.
Yes.
It's made, that's exactly what it does. It drapes, it just cocoons you, and it sits, it doesn't move. It doesn't walk in the middle of the night. You really do get a much better night's sleep under silk.
I'm going to ask you the question that we get so often through on email. It's like, do I put a duvet cover on it?
Yes.
Simple as that, yes.
Yes, quite simple. And the duvet cover will not affect the performance of the duvet.
Because I think that's what people worry about, isn't it?
Because don't forget, the top cover is cotton anyway. Yep. Now, when we first started making duvets 36, 37 years ago, we were a tiny little company in Vancouver in Canada, a little office in a back street, and we were naive. We didn't know any better. And we made the top cover in silk.
Oh, okay.
And people used to phone us up and they would say, we absolutely love your duvet, but it's slipping off the bed.
Slipping off the bed.
I'm waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, the duvet's on the floor, and I got to pick it up. Yeah. So we decided to go with cotton. Yeah. Now, in 3 weeks' time, definitely, no arguing, in 3 weeks' time, we are now bringing top covers to go on top of this as well, in different colours.
Amazing.
To match the pillowcases.
Is that exclusive? Is that exclusive news?
We've been promising them for quite a time, but the demand has been so high for them in Canada, we haven't been able to make enough.
Wow.
But the container is docking in 3 weeks' time, so we are going to make the top cover, There'll be here 5 different colours to match
That's
these.
exciting. To match the pillowcase.
Yes.
Oh, now that is
Even
exciting.
better.
That's going to be brilliant. And I know that our buyers will try and get you to do a pack of the 2 colours together with the pillowcases, because that's just how they work. That's how they roll.
Well, you know, I'm a little bit nervous, the buyers here. They're tenacious.
They push you hard, don't they? No, it's good. It's good. It's good. Well, it means that you get the bargains. That's the question. You always get the bargains. Now, remember, whether you're going for single or double, king size is the one that is most popular at the moment. Lots and lots of people. It's also the one we've got most stock of, because we know it's popular.
Yeah.
Super King, though, 3/4 of the stock is already in people's baskets. So if they all check out, there'll only be 25% of that stock left. So we'll keep you updated as the night goes on. But seriously, this is your chance to get pure luxury. Now, it might be, if the last duvet that you bought was 60 quid, and then you threw it away after 2 years because that puffiness had gone, or it wasn't very comfy to sleep under, or you sweated under it, that was £60 wasted. If you buy the king size for under £200, £199, and imagine that that's going to last you at least 10 years. It comes with a 10-year guarantee, remember. So that's like £19.99 a year, £20 a year. But it's not going to give up after 10 years. How long did you say you had yours on your bed?
The duvets, this is what happened. When Mulberry Silk, Canadian company, when they wanted a distributor in Britain,
Yep.
they approached us.
Yep.
So my wife said, get them to send us some samples.
Of course.
So we could sleep under
Yes.
them. So we knew what we were putting
Of
our
course.
name to. As a company, I've been in business for 67 years, since I was a young boy. For 37 of those years, I've been selling silk, right? So they sent us some samples, and my wife put them on the bed, and we slept under them. Now, I'm still sleeping under those original duvets.
Wow,
37
okay.
years on. Because you mentioned earlier in the show, silk is the 2nd strongest natural fibre in the world.
I love this fact.
The strongest natural fibre is the spider's web. If you had a pound of steel in this hand
Yep.
and a pound of silk in this hand, silk is stronger and longer lasting than steel.
Wow.
It's as simple as that.
Absolutely.
You can check that out on a computer.
We've got a few pictures of silk. So this is the cocoon. So the silkworm is a very clever little part of Mother Nature, and the silkworm is something. And the interesting thing is, so the silk is washed, isn't it? And the silk comes away from the silkworm.
Well, let me explain how we get the silk, Mark. That's a little cocoon in my finger.
Yeah, we're just looking at that. Yep, there we go.
See
We
it
can
there?
see it. Yep.
Now this is how we get the silk. We take the silkworm, we place it in a large metal tray, roughly the size of this bed. We place the metal tray into a darkened room,
Yep.
and we keep it there, the tray containing the worm, for 35, 36 days. We feed the worm exclusively in mulberry leaves. Now there's 3 different colours of mulberry leaves: red, black, or white. If you feed the worm on the red and black mulberry leaf, you get very high quality mulberry silk. If you feed it on the white mulberry leaf, you suddenly take a step up.
And although that's green, that is the white mulberry leaf.
Yeah,
though,
well,
isn't it?
it's actually
it's
the fruit.
Style
It's
is, yes, the fruit
yeah.
is the white one.
Right.
Yep.
I'm saying leaf is the fruit. Now, if you feed it on the black, if you feed it in the white, sorry, all of a sudden you take a jump up and you get the highest grade silk, AAA grade mulberry. That's what we're using here. Now, the problem is there's always problems when you're manufacturing. The tree that provides the white mulberry leaf only grows in any commercial quantity in Western and Eastern China. So you'll find that we constantly run out of AAA grade mulberry silk. And when we do, we sit on our hands. We stop manufacturing. Everything within these duvets is 100% AAA grade mulberry silk. When the silk floats off, it's unbroken in one piece. On that little cocoon in my finger, there's over 1 mile of silk.
That's incredible to
There's
think.
five.
Wow.
Mark, there's 5,000 to 6,000 of those in one duvet.
In one duvet?
In one pillow,
Wow.
there'll be 2,000
Good
of
Lord.
those. Now, you mentioned washing the silk.
Yes.
When we wash the silk, this is the extent to which we work. When we wash the silk, we wash it in spring water, which has been filtered, so it's pure, to make certain the silk is absolutely pristine and perfect and pure. That's why we put a zip on every duvet, so the customer can unzip it and open it and look at it and see there are no inferior fibres mixed in with it. It is pure silk.
It feels amazing. Wait, I advise you to open the zip and actually feel it, because it is incredible.
Absolutely incredible.
I've just had an email in,
Right.
Ray, from Rona. The first one is from Rona saying, morning, I'm actually going to put my glasses on. I'm that vain. I'm going to put my glasses on. There we go. Absolutely. There we go. Oh, I can see it now. It's all good. Morning, Ray. Morning, Mark. Watching the show tonight, as I always do when it's Mulberry Silk. Honestly, love mine. I've now got 2 duvets and a pillow. Well done, Rona. I wouldn't ever go back to regular bedding ever again now after using it consistently for 4 months rather than every now and again. I can confirm I do not roll around now, which, yes, has changed my sleep, so I now sleep better than I have in years. So thank you, Ray. I love it. Even with people mocking me and laughing at me for using Mulberry Silk, they have no idea what they're missing.
No.
Ray, you're incredible. Please keep changing sleep for the better. I wish I'd had your bedding years ago, said Rona. That's fabulous.
Well, Rona, thank you very much for your recommendation. Interesting you mentioned tossing and turning in bed. Rona, the Bedding Association, who are clever people, they estimate the average person tosses and turns one side to another in bed between 40 to 60 times every single night. Now, you've discovered, because you bought a couple of duvets, you've discovered that doesn't happen with silk. It gently folds itself around you. It gives you a lovely, gentle heat. You don't sweat under it. You can wash it easy. It's beautiful. Once again, thank you for your recommendation.
Right, lots of people are messaging us, and you can message as well. shopontv.co.uk. Go to the website, and there's a little box there that allows you to send an email to the studio. So do. Ray is over there. I'm Mark. So please do say good morning. Ben says, can you ask Ray, is the pillow suitable for front sleepers and side sleepers?
Yes. Well, Ben, the answer is, funny enough, I'm a side sleeper. I sleep in the right-hand side. I sleep like Superman. I'm not Superman. Put one arm up like this. That's how I sleep.
Love it.
And on my head to the side. My wife is exactly the opposite. She's a front sleeper. So honestly, there's no problem whatsoever. If you buy one of these pillows, you will be happy with it. If by any chance you're not, please don't hesitate. Simply send it back. And I promise you, apart from Shop and TV, I will refund your money instantly.
Another email has come in from Sylvia from Teesside. Hello, Sylvia. I bought my Mulberry duvet at least 7 years ago, so you've had yours about the same time as I've had mine, Sylvia. Maybe even longer, from another shopping channel. It's like the duvet is still going strong. It's seen me through hot, sweaty summers and cold winters. In washing, there's no filling shift, tumble, or line dry. I always line dry mine, by the way, Sylvia. I just pick dry days to do it. In fact, I washed mine 3 weeks ago in that beautiful hot weather, because it was a good way of doing it. Thank you, Sylvia. Adrian says, oh, I was wondering what type of duvet cover goes on the Mulberry Silk duvets. Well, if you were watching 5 minutes ago, Ray exclusively said that the new duvet covers are going to be arriving in the country in 3 weeks. I don't know how long it's going to take to get them on TV.
1 day.
Oh my, wow, so we're going to get them straight away?
Instantly.
That is fantastic.
A lot of people have been writing and asking for them.
Now, Tony's asked a question that we get a lot, and it shows some confusion about what people know about duvets and don't know about duvets.
Right, let's go.
Nothing wrong with that, Tony. What tog is your silk duvet?
Right, Tony, now the answer to that is quite simple. There is no official tog rating for silk. The reason being, silk is a low conductor of heat. It manufactures heat in a different fashion to, say, duck, goose feather, or any man-made fibre. And it retains heat in a different fashion. All I can tell you is this. I've been selling these duvets all over Britain, all over the world in actual fact, for 37 years. And people buy them and they simply love them. Very often when I'm at a live presentation, people walk past my stand, they give me a little wave like this, they say, got one, love it, had it 5 years, had it 10 years. Occasionally people stop and have a little chat, but very often they're in a hurry when they're at a show, they just so pass and they go, oh, and they all say the same thing, you know. They say, I love it, I wish I had bought it years ago. Now, if you're sitting in the fence watching this morning, you're perhaps tempted and think, should I or should I not buy one? Here's what I would just remind you. The average person, if they're born today, in Britain, if you're a man, you can expect to live 78 years. If you're a lady, 81 years. So the average person is going to spend 26 years in bed. 26 years you're going to be in bed, trying to get a decent night's sleep. If you're sleeping under a duvet that makes you overheat, because that's the biggest problem people have, overheating. Not getting too cold, getting too hot. Silk is a low conductor of heat. It's going to give you the most beautiful night's sleep you've ever had. So try it, Tony. If you don't like it, send it back.
And that's the thing, people do get confused because we've been taught for years that tog this and hollow fibre that. You don't need to worry about any of that. Yes, it looks thin, but in summer, it will keep you cool. In winter, it will keep you warm. Seriously, I've had mine for 6 or 7 years. It's beautiful.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. This has just come to my mind as we were talking about the duvet being thin and silk. We're a Canadian company. Now, I go to Canada 6, 7, 8 times every year to sell these on television. In the winter time, sometimes places like Quebec, it's minus 25 degrees.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, when people go mountaineering, what I call the big boys mountains, right? Mount Logan in Canada, K2, Mount Everest, 29,000 feet up. It's very cold up there. Everything they wear is lined with silk.
Is it?
Their tents are lined with silk.
Yep.
Their sleeping bags are lined with silk. Their socks were lined with silk. Within the bedding industry, silk is known as the great insulator. It really is. Warm in the winter, cool in the summer. No argument about that. Machine washable, 10-year warranty, although, as Mark pointed out, the duvets we have in my bed at home are 37 years old.
Yes.
And if you buy one this morning, you're going to get a lifetime's use out of it.
Absolutely.
Think about it as an investment.
And a 10-year guarantee on that. I've got some more emails. I better get through the emails because otherwise people get very annoyed if you don't read their emails, which is fair enough. Ian says, this duvet's unbelievable, and the pillow, I wouldn't even give it back if you offered me double the price I paid for them. That's how good they are. Thank you, Ian. That is a great one. Jonathan says, I've got a Mulberry Silk Duvet and it's brilliant in this hot weather. Now I'm going to buy a king size, looking to buy the covers when they're available. So you rate for about 3 weeks' time. Fabulous.
The container.
Love the product.
We've been told the container will dock in 3 weeks. They'll be here next day.
Jack has sent a really interesting one. I'm with you on this, Jack. Jack says, I'm quite chubby. I really hate the way that normal duvets made out of down or microfiber make you really, really sweat. What's this mulberry silk like for people like me? I don't want to end up waking up in the morning with buckets of sweat or buckets of sweat all over me. Will mulberry silk solve my problem? I'm a 58-year-old ex-accountant.
Right, Jack.
I mean, it's a great piece of extra information. Thank you, Jack.
Has Jack already got one?
No. He's saying, will it help with
Jack,
that?
it's always been my ambition to take money from an accountant. Because usually they take money from me. But like yourself, Jack, you'll notice if you look at the camera, I'm quite a chubby person too. My granddaughter says, you're not fat, Grandad, you're pleasantly plump. Right? God bless her, she's only 17. So I'm pleasantly plump, you're chubby, won't make any problem. Silk will wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. So buy it, Jack, try it. It will, as far as sleep is concerned, change your life. And if you don't like it, and that's highly unlikely, I promise you I'll refund your money with a smile on my face. No problem.
One more email very quickly. And it's a really interesting question, this, because there's a strange answer to it. Elaine says, And do you know what, Elaine? I asked the very same question when I came in today. What size is the duvet on the double bed you're showing on the show? This is not a double bed. Interestingly, this is a 3/4 size bed for television because it fits in the set. And we have put a double duvet on this. So this is bigger than a single, but not as big as a double. It's just a television bed. That's the thing.
All of these duvets are standard UK sizes.
Yes.
They're quite a generous drape.
Yes. Absolutely. So if you would like if you've got a double bed, go for a king size. If you would like if you've got a king size, go for a super king, is what our advice is. Here are all the sizes and the prices as well. Shopontv.co.uk, it's item number 212998. So the single, usually £169, it's down to £139. That's 3 payments of £47.98. The double, usually £239, down to £179. If you're on PayPal Pay in 3, that's £61.32, and that includes the postage and packing, that of course. The king size, usually £259. It's absolutely the best value. Look at this, under £200. Fantastic stuff. 3 payments of £67.98. And the Super King is usually £279, and £219 is our price. If you are after the Super King, I think all bar 2 or 3 are in people's baskets. So all of the stock that we've got is nearly allocated. But you do need to check out, okay? So lots and lots of people have got them in their baskets, but you do need to check out. We're going to stop talking for a couple of minutes so that you can see some stuff about Shop on TV, which will give you a chance to go, okay, better check out now, better check out. This is how you order.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV. At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way, from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1, ITVX and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at Shop on TV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
At the Shop on TV Christmas party last December, I asked our very big boss about that advert, and when it says, you know, it says there's loads more products. There's 700,000 products on our website. Check it out. That is a lot of stuff that you can buy, just as in passing. But we are talking about luxury tonight. Oh, by the way, don't forget you can watch us on ITVX 24 hours a day. It's new, and you can either watch on your phone 24/7, or you can watch on your TV. If you've got the app on your TV, you can watch Shop on TV all the time. So you go to the live bit and then you select Shop on TV. It's the one that's just above ITV1, funnily enough. So you can sign in or register. You can watch us for free. It's absolutely great. And we've got all of our products there and loads of shows that you don't see on ITV1 early in the morning. So lots and lots of products there as well on ITVX, which is fantastic. Right, let's get back to the duvet now, because the duvet is super, super popular. King size, the most popular. Super King, already kind of over-allocating now. More people putting it in their baskets than have checked out yet. So seriously, make sure that you check out if it's in your basket. This is really about feeling good in bed all year round. I know that sounds like an odd thing to say, but there's nothing worse than overheating, is there? If you overheat in bed, it feels nasty. If you're too cold in bed, it feels nasty. You will not have either of those problems with AAA grade Mulberry Silk. And I know that because I've had one of these duvets for 6 or 7 years. And it really does change the way you sleep for the better, because although it looks thin, and I have to say, it makes your bed look phenomenal.
Yeah,
it really
nice.
does. It's naturally non-allergenic. It has the Allergy UK certificate. We'll show you the certification there. They have to renew that every single year. It looks lovely. Now look, you can see it's compact. Why is that important? Well, if you've got a caravan or a motorhome and you're going away, you can take your duvet with you and it doesn't take up very much room, which is fantastic. And we'll talk about that in just a moment's time. So, as you can see, if you want to see the AAA grade Mulberry Silk that's inside your duvet, it comes with a zip on the side. And that means that you can feel the silk yourself and just feel how gorgeous it is. But look at the drape on the bed and how beautifully it goes on there. It is breathable, which is wonderful. And of course, you can also wash it. Even the super king size will fit in a domestic washing machine, which is incredible when you think about it, because it folds up really small. You can then wash it at 30 degrees and then you can pop it on your line. And mine, I think I did mine 3 weeks ago, it dried within a couple of hours. And I put it back on my bed that night. You can put a duvet cover on it. There are Mulberry Silk duvet covers coming in 3 weeks' time. We don't have them tonight. They're not in the country yet. Coming in 3 weeks' time. So that is amazing. The Mulberry Silk that is within these duvets is the very, very, very best. It's the king of silks,
AAA
really,
grade.
isn't it? AAA grade.
Yeah, it's the best. It's as simple as that. It's the best. And you mentioned earlier, Mark, about caravans.
Yes.
You know, we exhibit at every major caravan show in the United Kingdom.
And there are quite a lot of them, actually.
Quite a lot.
Aren't there? Yes.
We've been going to those caravan shows for over 60 years. And for 37 of those years, we've been selling silk duvets. Now, usually in the summer months, these caravan shows and motorhome shows, they're held on a Friday, Saturday and Sunday weekend. So people come along in the motorhome of the caravan, say on a Friday, get their awning.
Oh, and they stay over, don't they?
Oh, yeah, they get their awning out, get the chairs and tables out, organise the children. Then they have a walk around the trade stands to see if they want to buy anything. And occasionally I get maybe a couple up, and they're not 100% certain if they want a duvet. So this is what I say. I say, look, buy it, take it away, you're on the showground, sleep under it tonight. And if you don't like it, simply bring it back.
Wow.
And I'll refund your money next morning.
Yep.
Now, given that sort of choice, quite a lot of people buy one because they think, well, I've got nothing to lose.
And they know where you're going to be the next day.
Correct.
So, yep.
Now, the following day, usually about 30 to 40% of the people who've bought one to try it, they come back for a second one. They want one for the house and one for the motorhome or the caravan.
Great.
Now ask yourself this question. They've slept under this for one night, and immediately the duvet they've slept under for 10, 15 years is relegated to the loft or the back bedroom. This is a game changer. When you buy one of these, you are going to have the most wonderful night's sleep you can possibly imagine. And the best thing of all, the best thing is allergy board approved. There are no dust mites in it.
Well, let's talk about that because it's a really important thing, this.
It's all important.
This is the only duvet that
silk duvet
that we know of
Yeah.
in the UK
I don't
that
know
has
of
got the
another
Allergy UK approval.
Yeah.
And that simply means that if you do suffer from allergies, you've got peace of mind.
Yeah.
And that's so important because you don't want dust mites in, because silk is inhospitable to dust mites, isn't it?
Yes, dust mites don't like silk, it's too dry. When they see silk, they pack a bag, they emigrate. It's as simple as that. Now, this is the Allergy Board certificate. It's issued for 1 year at a time. And they do that for a reason. They're clever, they're not silly people. The Allergy Board in Britain is based in Warwick University. Now, they issue this for 1 year at a time because they want to make sure our standards don't drop.
Yes.
They walk into our premises off the street unannounced. They don't say, I'm coming.
They don't even tell you they're
coming. They don't say, I'm coming in at 10 o'clock on a Friday morning, and we tidy everything up. They just walk in. And if anything is wrong within our setup, this is taken away overnight.
That's it.
And that's a black mark against our company. Now, we've had this certificate renewed every year for the last 30 odd years. Wow. Now, we have it not only for Britain, we have it for Canada, USA, UK, Ireland, all of EU countries, New Zealand and Australia. And the reason I mention that, very often, Mark, what satisfies the authorities in Canada won't satisfy the authorities in Australia or Italy or Holland or Germany. But in this occasion, the quality of the product is so high and the manufacturing process is so perfect, they can find no fault. And as a consequence, they've given us this wonderful certificate. And I can tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, when you see this certificate on any product, not only the products I'm trying to sell, on any product, you can buy it in the knowledge the quality is sky high and it's been tested to the highest standards. This is a very, very special offer. And remember, when you're buying anything, whether you're buying off television, from a regular shop, online, it's so important that you get value for money. So important. Everything we are offering this morning through Shop on TV, the price of our duvet, believe it or believe it not, is slightly less than we were charging for it when we first launched it on TV 22 years ago. The quality hasn't dropped. The price has dropped. That's the difference. Shop on TV are giving you a chance to get sky-high quality at an affordable price with a money-back guarantee.
And in case you're wondering how that happens, it's because we've bought more and more and more. And when you buy more stock, you get the economies of scale. So that's how we can pass those savings on to you. And that is superb. It is phenomenally busy right now. And that means that not everybody who has it in their basket, if everybody checked out right this second, not everybody would get a duvet tomorrow. So it is really worthwhile. So remember, you don't get it until you check out. It's ours until you check out. Just because it's in your basket doesn't mean it's guaranteed that it'll be there in the morning. You might try in the morning and it might say sold out next to it. So you seriously need to check out right now. And you know how easy that is. But remember the value for money that you're getting. And actually, there's still time. If those people don't check out and you're new to the show right now and you've just tuned in, well, welcome along. If you've had a nice Saturday night out. I'm Mark. This is Shop on TV on ITV1 and STV. I hope that you're having a fabulous night. Why not get yourself a AAA grade Mulberry Silk Duvet, because they are the business. And look at the prices that we're doing, because we're absolutely doing great prices. It's item number 212998. The single one is usually £169. £139 is what you'll pay tonight. The double is usually £239. And when I say usually, where's that? On Ray's website, who we're talking to tonight. On his website, it's £239. We're doing it at £179. The king size is usually £259. We've pushed it just under £200, which is great for you. And the super king is usually £279, and our price is £219. Now, if everybody checks out for the super king, some people will be unlucky, because that has what we call over allocated. There are more people with it in their baskets than we have the stock available. So if you did want the super king, for goodness sake, check out, because otherwise you will miss out. Seriously, check out or miss out. That's the point. Now, go to shopontv.co.uk and it's really easy to buy. Let's take you through it. All you do is you go to the live on air part, like so, and then you scroll down. Oh, by the way, if you want to send us a message, you do it just there. And you can send us a message very, very easily. No problem. We don't send messages back, but we can read them out on TV. I haven't got a team of people upstairs answering messages. That would be weird, wouldn't it? Look, so there's the duvet. Let's jump into the duvet and have a look. So all the details are there, with the prices as well, and all of the PayPal details as well. All you've got to do is pick your size. Let's go for the king size. Why not? And we can add it to our basket like so. And then it literally updates your basket, and you go to the basket like so, and you know how to check out on TV, for goodness sake. I'm not teaching you to suck eggs. It's that simple to be able to do it. You can also do it on PayPal Pay in 3, remember, as well, which is absolutely fantastic. You don't have to register with us. You can check out as a guest if you want to as well. So that is really easy to do. So we'll come back to duvets in just a moment's time. But the other really phenomenal item that we've got, and maybe you've bought a duvet before, but you didn't go for the pillow. Here they are. The pillows are back here at Shop on TV, and you get a great deal. It's 2/3 of the price. So look, normally they're £60. You get one of the Mulberry Silk Duvet, one of the Mulberry Silk pillows for £40. That's PayPal Pay in 3 price of £14.98. Now, you will be surprised, lots and lots of people buy 2 pillows. So when they buy a Mulberry Silk pillow, they buy 2 for £80. And I have to say, that's really good, because you and your other half can also have all of the benefits of AAA grade Mulberry Silk. And they are beautiful because they're plump, and they stay plump, and they're washable, and they last for years, and they just are pure luxury. It's like staying in a 5-star hotel, but in your very own bedroom, which is nice, because then you don't have to pay the hotel prices. You know what I'm saying? So, Ray, you stay in a lot of hotels because you do a lot of traveling.
A lot of traveling,
Are you ever going to retire? I hope not.
Well, not retire? No, I'm not going to retire. I'll tell you why I'm not going to retire. I've got a very pleasant job. I'll tell you why it's pleasant. I go back to the same venues year in, year out. And people, and I've been selling silk for 37 years at these venues. Yep. And people come up and they say, I've watched you on television year in, year out. And eventually they buy one, or they see me maybe at the Royal Highland Show, the Royal Welsh Show, the Royal Ulster Show, Royal Cornwall Show. And they say, I've watched you for years. And eventually they buy one. And, and they say, you were right. They're wonderful.
Yes, should have done it years ago.
I wish I had bought it years ago. Everybody says that. Now, to get a really good pillow is very difficult. Yes. I mentioned earlier in the show, and I'll repeat it very quickly because I don't want to bore people, but every year in Britain, 10 million pillows, cheap, nasty, horrible pillows, are thrown out by the public into landfill. Now, I haven't made that figure up. It could be as high as 15, but we know it's 10 for sure. Check that on a computer. 10 million end up in landfill. Every year in Britain, the British public spend over £100 million buying pillows, searching for one they like. When you do buy a pillow, say in a supermarket, you don't like it, you try and take it back.
They'll never take it back.
No, do you know what they say?
Hygiene.
Health and hygiene, we can't take it back.
Yep.
Then you try and give it to charity.
Oh, they don't want it either.
They won't take it. Salvation Army won't take it. What they used to say, take it to the local cat and dog home. Now the cat and dog home don't want it.
And even homeless
because
charities
there's too many of them being thrown out.
Yep.
The point I'm making, when you buy these cheap, nasty pillows, they're yours forever till you get rid of them. When you buy this pillow we're offering this morning, we're asking you to try it. And if you don't like it, we will instantly refund your money without one single word of an argument. So ladies and gentlemen, you have nothing to lose by trying this pillow. Now, if you were to cut it open, in the middle you have a pocket of fibre. That's to give you support for your neck and shoulders. All the way around that, you have layer after layer after layer of AAA grade Mulberry Silk. We tell you on the label exactly what's in it. We're not trying to hoodwink anyone. All of our contact details are on this label. We want you to know where we live. If you have any problems, this is where you contact us. The top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. It's machine washable. Wash at a cold wash, 30 degrees. When you wash it, it cannot and it will not lose shape. This one I'm holding is the one I sleep on at home. Why do I bring it here? I bring it here for a reason. I can hold it up to the camera and let the viewer make a decision. Ask yourself this question. The pillow you're currently sleeping on, does it look as good as this? This one is 6 years old. It's been slept on by me for 17 or 18,000 hours.
Wow.
It's Allergy Board approved. Allergy Board, there's a certificate, no dust mites. So if you have any member of your family who unfortunately suffers from allergies, I have 4 sons, one of them suffers terribly with hay fever. This is wonderful for him. Anybody with breathing problems, this is the pillow you should be sleeping on. Allergy Board are telling you that. Dust mites, well, the average pillow has at least 1 million dust mites in it at any given time.
And that's just the dust mites. Then there's all the dust mite poo as well. But yeah. I know it's disgusting. But that's the life cycle,
Mark,
isn't it?
can I mention something
Yeah,
to you?
please
The
do.
viewers, I'm sure the viewers will understand this. When I'm selling pillows or duvets at a live presentation, there comes a point where I have to stop talking and let the public make their mind up. Do they want to buy it? When I'm talking about dust mites and pillows, sometimes I lose sales. You can see people's faces. Women go, oh, stop talking about it. But even if I do stop talking about it, it won't alter the fact they're in the pillow. And I can lose sales by mentioning dust mites. But I promise you this, when you buy this, they're dust mite free. That's not me saying that. That's not Mark saying it. That's the United Kingdom Allergy Board.
Ray, because even silk pillows have dust mites, just not nearly as many
Correct.
as any other kind
Absolutely
of
lovely.
material. That's the point of that. Plus the fact they're washable. And that means you're washing all the detritus from anything that is there as well.
That's how they'll look
Absolutely.
after 17 hours.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. That's why I bring it.
Yes.
So people can make a decision. We sell an awful lot of pillows and people simply love them. Do you know, the Bedding Association reckon if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, 60 to 65% would be returned. 60 or 65%. When we first started selling this 6 years ago, maybe 7, in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows. We didn't get 60 or 65% returned. We got 19 individual pillows returned.
Yes, that's not 19%.
It's not
that's
19%.
19 individual pillows.
19 pillows.
We've done the maths. It's 0.022%.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Coming back, which is absolutely incredible, which shows really that people love the pillows. Because, yes, if you buy a cheap item that's maybe a £5, you don't bother to return it. I understand that. But if you're spending £40 or £60 on a pillow, you would return it if you didn't like it. That's the point. And with only 19 back when you've sold 86,000 in that first 13 months, and that's what the figures were based on, you know that people are satisfied. Plus the fact it comes with Ray's cast iron 10-year guarantee. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
You are talking about if you don't like it, you can get your money back, no questions asked. And this is what is so brilliant about Ray's company.
What we've done is quite simple. We've taken the 2 most famous fabrics in the world, we've given them to a company with a stellar reputation for quality, and this is what they produced. To give you an example about pillows, a while back, a few years ago actually, I was in America, in Phoenix in Arizona, in a TV studio, and this American guy came in, a really nice guy. He said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "I'm here to sell duvets and pillows." And he said, "Oh, and what's your gimmick?" And I was a little bit offended, and I said, "Well, sorry, we don't have a gimmick." And he said, "Well, this is America. You'll never sell pillows unless you've got a gimmick." So I thought about it for a few minutes. I said, "Hold on, I've changed my mind." I said, "We do have a gimmick." "Oh," he said, "what's your gimmick?" I said, "Our gimmick is we don't have a gimmick."
I love it.
I said, "Our pillow is different. There are no gimmicks. It's simply quality products manufactured by a quality company with a 10-year warranty, a money-back guarantee, machine washable." And, you know, he couldn't believe it, this guy.
And that American was wrong, because you have sold hundreds
incidentally-
of thousands of pillows in America.
Incidentally, he's no longer in business. But I tell you, I'm not knocking the guy. He's a lovely man.
Right, let's move on to pillowcases as well.
Right.
Because if you've got the beautiful AAA grade Mulberry Silk pillow, go for a pillowcase, because these, they feel
Especially
so
in this hot
beautiful,
weather.
especially in the hot weather as well. Yes, normally you would pay £45 for a 100% silk pillowcase, Mulberry Silk pillowcase, AAA grade. We're doing them at £35, and we have 5 different colours, including a brand new colour on the show today, which is rose gold. If you haven't seen what it looks like, Ray has got it in his hand right now.
Beautiful.
Look at that. It's, I mean, interestingly, I'm just going to put it out there. I would call that more blush than rose gold,
absolutely.
personally. But, you know.
You know, pillowcases, you know, 2 things I should mention. Little warning for any viewer. This has happened quite a lot recently. A lady came up to me, you know, at a small exhibition, Ripley, I think, just outside Harrogate. Very nice old lady, tall lady. She said to me, she said, "Do you sell pillowcases, silk pillowcases?" I said, "Yes, we do." She said, "Could I see one, please?" And I gave it to her, and she looked at it like this, and she said, "Oh," she said, "your pillowcases, they have silk on both sides."
Both sides, yes.
And I said, "Well, of course they do." She said, "Well, you know," she said, "I bought some on the internet as a gift for my niece." And she said, they were £47.50 each, and they only had silk on one side. And then she said, when I read the label...
Interestingly, Ray, I've seen those type of silk
Yeah.
pillowcases on the high street in a very famous store.
Wow.
So, you
as
know.
I mentioned earlier, and you know, it's worth repeating this just as a warning to the viewers. And warning is a strong word, but it is a warning. Whenever you're buying silk, read the small print, because in Britain, the law allows people to put a silk label on a product, and it can have as little as 10% silk in it.
That's crazy, Ray.
It's actually disgusting.
Yeah.
But they can get away with it. So I'm just holding the label in my hand here. When you read this, you'll see everything we are offering, pillowcase, duvets, pillows, 100% AAA grade Mulberry silk. No inferior fibres mixed in with it. What they do is bad enough they only have silk in one side, but they get cotton polyester, they polish it so it looks like silk. And to the untrained eye, they can't tell the difference. So very often they put 20% silk in a pillowcase, 80% polyester, and pass it off as silk. Now, people buy pillowcases for one reason, 2 reasons actually. Number 1, they're beautiful to sleep on. And number 2, they're beneficial to your skin and your hair. In silk, there are 18 amino acids. One of them, an important one, is called sericin. You spell that S-E-R-I-C-I-N. Now, what sericin does as you sleep, it traps the moisture within your skin. It keeps your skin hydrated. If you sleep on cotton, and this is not silly sales talk, cotton does the opposite. It will take the moisture from your skin and dry your skin out. Not only that, if you put expensive face creams on when you go to bed at night, a lot of people do, these little face creams, they come in small tubs, say 30, 40 pounds a tub. You put them on at night to help your skin. Then you sleep in a cotton pillowcase. That cotton pillowcase will take a high percentage of that cream from your skin. Silk does the opposite. It complements the cream you put on. It's like a booster, so it complements it. Ask your hairdresser what it does for your hair. No static in silk, so it cuts out frizz. And if you have long hair in particular, you don't have to tie it up at night. You don't waken up in the morning with bedhead. Now, the final thing I'm going to mention, because this is really important. In the inside of this pillowcase, what we've done, we've sprayed on a very thin layer of cotton. It's so fine to the naked eye, you can hardly see it, but it's there. Now, compared to silk, cotton even expensive cotton, is coarse compared to silk. So when you put the pillow into the pillowcase, the pillow grips the cotton within the pillowcase, and it keeps the silk in the outside smooth as silk.
I love that. And that's
It
where
really
that
is
phrase, it's
perfect.
smooth as silk.
Now,
Yeah,
Mark,
absolutely.
no other company that I know of have taken the trouble to do that. I would imagine because the machine to do that costs an absolute fortune.
I bet it does.
Now, I have no hesitation in saying, if you were lucky enough to find a shop in Britain selling silk this quality, obviously there will be one or two shops, but my goodness, there'll be few and far between. For a pillowcase this quality, not the slightest doubt, you'd pay over £50. They're on sale here for £35. This beautiful dusk pink that I've got in my hand is absolutely...
Officially called rose gold.
Rose
this
gold.
one, officially
Right.
called rose gold.
I stand corrected, okay.
But I agree, it's a kind of blush pink,
That's
isn't it? Yeah,
selling
yeah.
like hotcakes. Buy it and try it. Money
Yes.
back if you're not pleased.
I have to say, it is so busy on the website right now, shopontv.co.uk. It is fantastic. We've got 4 different sizes of duvet for you and 5 different colours of pillowcase for you as well. So the pillowcase here, £35, remember, not £45, down from £45 to £35. And we have all of the colours, including the brand new rose gold, which is the kind of dusky pink colour, just in case you're wondering. But let's go back to the duvets, because the duvets come in 4 sizes, as you would expect. Single, very popular. Double, always popular. King size, the most popular. And Super King, there are more people with Super King in their baskets than we have available. So if everybody checked out right now on the Super King, not everybody would be lucky, okay? So we've got bargains on every single one for you, which is great. And so we've compared our prices with the prices on Ray's website. And so you can see what a great bargain that you actually get. So single is usually £169. Our price here at Shop on TV is £139. The double's usually £239. Our price is £179. That's 3 payments of £61.32 if you want to use PayPal Pay in 3. The king size is usually £259. It's under £200 with us, which is 3 payments of £67.98, which includes the postage and packing, of course. And Super King, usually £279. Our price is £219. So you're saving £60 on the Super King. And if you did want a Super King, you need to get it in your basket and check it out straight away, because if you don't, you will miss out, I'm afraid. It's great. By the way, if you're wondering about the QR code, if you point your camera at the screen, it will take you directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, and you can go and buy directly from the website. Or if you fancy talking to someone at this time of night, I know our call centre is quite busy at the moment, but they do love you. 03333 241 241 is the telephone number if you want to actually do it the old-fashioned way. It's like, before I get into trouble for saying that, Ray, I better read an email. It's like Matea in West Hull says, "Hi, watching your show." Well, that's good for a start. Thank you, Matea. I bought a double-sized duvet and 1 pillow. Sorry if I've missed it, they say, but what size duvet cover will I need? Heard you might need larger as it hangs down on both sides. Well, what we recommend, if you've got a double bed, you can buy a double duvet, but what we recommend to make it look beautiful, like the one we have here in the studio, is you buy 1 size larger than your mattress. So if you've got a double mattress, go for a king size duvet, because the drape will be, it gives you that hotel, that 5-star hotel look. If you've got a king size mattress, go for a Super King. If you've got a Super King mattress, well, you're very lucky. You're very lucky, is what I say.
The other thing, Mark, is I should mention to Matteo, you'll find that these duvets are standard UK sizes.
Yes.
But if you share a bed with a partner, Matteo, and that partner tosses and turns a lot, first of all, this duvet will stop that happening to a great extent. But if what I would call that person is a duvet hugger, and when they turn, they take the duvet with them, then sometimes for extra comfort, if you have a double bed, buy a king.
Yes.
If you have a king, buy a Super King.
Because it gives you a bit more material.
If you're quite happy with sharing a bed with a partner who doesn't toss and turn and hug the duvet, just buy the standard cover to cover the particular bed you've got.
Well, Michael also asked the question, would you recommend a king-size duvet for a double bed? Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely
I
is
would,
the answer
yes.
to that question. It's very true. When we've got hundreds of people with them in their baskets,
Right.
and still hundreds of people putting them in their baskets. So there's still an hour on the show. There's still plenty of time. And then there's the +1 as well, remember. So don't forget, if you're watching on ITV1 +1 or STV +1, you can still buy. But do remember to check the stock there as well, because I don't know what that will be, because we won't be live. It will just be the kind of ongoing repeat there. So if you would like one of the duvets, get it in your basket, check your basket out. But let's go right back to the beginning of why these duvets are so special. Let's go right back to the beginning of the story of silk, Ray, because it goes back over 5,000 years, the story of silk, doesn't it?
What happens is simple, Mark. For 200 days of every year, you'll find me somewhere in Britain at an exhibition or an agricultural show or a flower show or somewhere like that selling silk. So I speak to the public on a regular basis for 200 days of every year. So I think it's fair to assume I have a rough idea of what the public like and they dislike as far as their sleeping habits are concerned. Now, the biggest problem people have, forget this hot weather we're going through. The hot weather just accelerates it. But even in the winter, the biggest problem people have is they get too hot in bed. If I had £1 in the bank for every customer who said to me, oh, I'm sick and tired of waking up in the middle of the night covered in sweat, 4 o'clock in the morning, one leg dangling out the bed, duvet off, duvet on, duvet off, duvet on. Now, silk stops that happening. People say to me when they see it, they touch it like this. They say, hold on, this is very thin. Are you sure this will keep me warm in the winter? And
we'll be quite honest with you. When I first met you, Ray, when I first did my first show with you, that was my #1 question, wasn't it?
And this is what I said to you, and I say to everybody else. Yes, it will keep you warm in the winter, and it will keep you cool in the summer. And people say, well, how is that possible? Now, the honest answer is nobody knows. We've got a rough idea, but nobody knows for sure. Only one person, Mother Nature. What we do know, Mark, is this. Silk manufactures heat in a different fashion to man-made fibres, a duck, goose, or any feathers of any sort. Once it's manufactured the heat, it retains the heat in a different fashion. The reason being, silk is a low conductor of heat. So if you share a bed with a partner who likes, very often one person likes the bed warm, one likes it less warm. That very often happens. You can both sleep under this duvet and be perfectly comfortable because it self-reflects. Now, any lady going through the menopause, please don't think twice. Don't hesitate. Buy yourself a silk duvet.
And we're talking about hot flushes because at the end of the day, if you do suffer from temperature deregulation, which is what we're talking about here, this silk duvet is a kind of temperature regulator. Yeah.
As far as sleep is concerned, it will change your life. Now, you'll have to trust me on that. But try it. If you don't like it, don't keep it. You don't have to keep it, you know. You just send it back. No arguing, money back instantly. No problems. So you have got a chance to buy this and try it. It's really something special. It's machine washable, cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. Once or twice a year, on a warm sunny day, hang it over the washing line in the garden, and the UV rays of the sun totally purify and cleanse it. Now, Mark, here's a little phrase that you taught me 5 or 6 years ago.
I'm dreading to think what it is now.
When I mentioned you could put it over the washing line in the garden, you said it didn't retain body odors.
Yep.
Because it won't, you know. Silk will not retain body odors. You said to me, oh, That sounds like clean sheets night in our house.
Clean sheets night. Yeah, absolutely.
Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Well, you slip into it at bed at night, and you lie back in bed and you think, oh, there is a God, thank you, this is lovely. That's the feeling you get every night when you sleep under silk. It doesn't press down on you. It cocoons you.
Oh, you've just made a really good point that we haven't covered yet within the show. If you have issues with your legs, or you have jumpy leg syndrome, that kind of thing, it can be restless leg. Do you know what I'm talking about? It can be really uncomfortable if you've got something too heavy on top of you, and that's where silk comes in, because it's not too heavy, is it?
Can I mention, Mark, I can speak with some authority on this. My mother-in-law is a very nice lady. She was 93 years old when she died, and for the last 2 years of her life, she was totally bedbound, right, in hospital. Now, they wouldn't allow us to bring bedding into hospital for reasons known only to themselves. Anyway, she never complained apart from one thing, just like you said. In hospital, they were using sheets, right, and it was pressing down on her toes and her knees, and it was really torture for her. Now, people who are bedbound, right, they overheat in bed. People who are bedbound, obviously they sleep in bed, they have their hair washed in bed, they have body washes, they eat in bed, little accidents happen. You can take this duvet, you can wash it quickly in the machine. The largest one we make is the Super King, weighs 2.5 kilos. You can wash it quickly, dry it quickly in the dryer. You can have it back in the bed within a couple of hours. Now, it wicks away moisture. Check this. It'll wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. Now, what I'm going to say next, I have to be very careful what I say, because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical practitioner, so I'm making no false or ridiculous claims. But common sense will tell you, if you're sleeping under a duvet that wicks away moisture, 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat, there's every chance it will help cut out bed sores, every chance. But one way of finding out is to try it. Research that on a computer, and you'll find there's an awful lot of what I'm saying.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, if you look online and you type in something as simple as what are the benefits of sleeping under silk, you will find out a lot of what Ray has been saying. We bring to you on the TV. It looks good, but it feels lovely to sleep under as well. As Ray was saying, I have slept under mine for 6 or 7 years now. There is a little zip in every single duvet that we sell. And the reason for that is that now we've got a little video of this because this lady's fingers are nicer than mine. That's what they keep telling me. Why do you do this, Ray? Why do you put a little zip?
Well, we do this for a very simple reason. There's an awful lot of fake silk being sold on the internet in particular. I've already mentioned what a lot of companies do is disgraceful. In actual fact, they should be ashamed of themselves. What they do, they get cotton polyester, they polish it so it looks like silk. Now, in Britain, you can you can sell an article, say a duvet, put a silk label on it, and it can have as little as 10% silk in it. So and they're allowed to do that in Britain, not on the continent, but in Britain they can. Surely to goodness, these companies should be ashamed of themselves. 20% silk, 80% polyester. Everything we are offering here is made by the official Mulberry Silk Company. Our head office is in Vancouver. We trade internationally in 36, 37 countries throughout the world. We have a stellar reputation for quality. You're buying from a company who take a pride in what they manufacture. So we put that zip on so you can unzip it, touch it, and see that the silk is pure, is real, it's the real McCoy, you've spent your money wisely, and you bought the top grade you can possibly get.
And it feels amazing, and I really advise you, when you get it, unzip and just feel the quality of the silk, because it is absolutely amazing. The story of silk goes back 5,000 or 6,000 years to, it's an apocryphal story, but it's worthwhile telling, isn't it? I love it.
It's rather nice, actually. The legend, I'm not sure if this is true, but I wish it was true. I hope it's true. The legend is that the Yellow Emperor's wife was in the garden having the tea ceremony with her lady friends. And a little cocoon like this, I have one on my finger, dropped from a tree above into her teacup. And the silk, there's over a mile of silk on that.
That's amazing.
Over a mile. And the silk in the teacup started to unravel. And of course, this lady obviously was quite clever. She saw the potential in this, and she started to produce silk and weave. And that's how silk was discovered, apparently. But the fact of the matter is, Mark, 90% of all the silk in the world comes from China. Mm-hmm. Now, at the moment, I should mention this also. You're mentioning to the viewers watching, they have stuff in baskets. I have 4 sons. For the last 2 weeks, up until a week ago, for 2 weeks, they've been in China sourcing silk.
Okay.
Now, silk at the moment is in very, proper silk, Mulberry Silk,
yep.
AAA grade, is in very short supply.
And that can be a real problem, can't it?
I'll tell you why it's in short supply. It is a problem, but it's a big problem at the moment. China is no different to France or anywhere else, Scotland at the moment. China's on fire.
Yes.
Fires all over the place.
Yeah,
but there's also floods. And a lot of the silk farms have been flooded. And we estimate that the price of silk will go up quite a bit in the next 3 or 4 or 5 months. Wow. So anybody who is viewing right now, perhaps sitting on the fence, who perhaps seen us in previous shows, and maybe you're uncertain, take my advice, buy it now and try it, because ladies and gentlemen, if you don't like it, you can't lose your money. We'll send you your money back. But there is a strong, I'm not saying this will happen, but there's a strong possibility the price of silk will go up roughly 20%, we reckon, within the next 6 months.
I have to just say that even if you've seen this show before, if you've seen Mulberry Silk before, and you haven't been tempted, the one thing that I sit at home and I look out for is, like, if there is a cast iron money back guarantee, so you can try it at home, and this isn't get it home, don't take it out the pack and you need to send it back. This is get it home, sleep under it, try it. If by some strange reason you don't like it, Ray will give you your money back. And that's after you've tried it. There are many, many places, you try and take a pillow back, for instance, and they'll go, no, for hygiene reasons, we can't take it back.
They laugh at you, actually.
And that is not your company's policy. Yeah, exactly.
Well, the situation's simple. We're a family-owned company. We've been in business for 67 years. I like to think that I treat the customer how I would like to be treated.
Indeed.
Right? I am, to a great extent, retired these days. I work an awful lot less than I used to. I have 4 sons, 2 who are involved in the business, and they will give you, in my opinion, excellent after-sales service. So anything you buy it in the knowledge that you're buying from a company who've been around for a long time, who are pretty good at looking after the customer. So don't worry about spending your hard-earned money on Mulberry Silk. Your money is safe if you don't like it.
And I have to say, it's great value for money as well. Because, for instance, if you buy a king-size duvet tonight for £199 as opposed to £269, you will get across 10 years, so a 10-year guarantee. So divide that by 10, and that's the kind of value for money that you're getting as a minimum. So you're spending £20 a year, rather than maybe spending £35 in a supermarket on a duvet and then having to throw it away in 2 years' time. Do you see what I mean? So the value for money for this is really, really good. And I have to say, what you've got here is covered by 5-star review after 5-star review after 5-star review. And here's one of them. Mary says, I wish I'd found your company years ago. Your silk duvet has transformed my life. I now sleep not waking in a hot sweat. And my husband, who felt he couldn't sleep without a seriously weighty duvet and is cold-blooded, also sleeps. So this is what we're talking about. Two different people with temperatures also sleeping. Well, this is a lot smaller, this writing, isn't it? Just wanted to say how great these duvets are. I purchased one a while back, and it's a game changer. They're so luxurious and soft, even in the summer. Having this is a great way to keep a comfortable temperature in bed. No having to switch back to a winter duvet either after either, as it's just good. I'm going to read that again. No having to switch back to a winter duvet after
Put
either.
your glasses on, Mark.
It's just good at keeping you warm. I'm going to put my glasses on now. They're so good that I actually had to buy one for my dog, Jess, because she was always trying to steal mine. Hope that helps. Anyway, well, do you know what? My little dog sleeps on my bed every night.
Isn't it funny you say that? First of all, I used to have a Labrador called Jess. Right? That's an absolute fact. She lived till she was beautiful, 14 years old, Jess, my lovely lab. But my next door neighbour, Tommy, he has a little Scotty dog, and has not been keeping very well recently. And he put one of these down, a pillow for it, and that was about 2 weeks ago. And I saw him out the other day talking to him in the garden. He says, I can't get her off the pillow now. She doesn't want to go back in a dog bed.
I'm not
That's
surprised.
A fact.
Do you know what? Well, my little dog Margot sleeps on my duvet on the other side of the bed every night, and she loves it. And do you know what? Dogs will not sleep somewhere where they get too hot.
No.
They just won't. And throughout the really hot weather, she's been on the AAA grade Mulberry Silk Duvet as well.
Well, Tommy's little dog, Morag, she won't come off the pillow now.
So maybe buy an extra one for your dog. How about that? Just a thought. Just a thought. So that's the thing. So there are 4 different sizes. I was just thinking how many other people are going to be able to buy it for their dog. So maybe you could buy a pillow for your dog. They're only £40. Have a look at this. A silk duvet for your dog, you say. Yes, the single's only £139. The double is usually £239, and our price is £179. Let's talk about king size, shall we? The usual price is £259, and our price is £199. The little graphic's slightly behind me. There we go. And Super King is usually £279, and our price is just £219. 03333 241 241 is the telephone number, or shopontv.co.uk. So it may be that you're thinking pillows would be lovely. So maybe it's 3 pillows for your basket tonight. Maybe one for you, one for your other half, and one for your little dog as well. Potentially. And they're not £60, they're £40. So you've got a great saving there as well. It's item number 654433 for the pillow. Although, to be fair, if you ring the number and say, I'd quite like a Mulberry Silk pillow, they'll know what you're talking about, whether you give them the item number or not, to be fair. So the pillow is gorgeous because in terms of temperature regulation, Ray, a lot of people do an awful lot of sweating through their head. Yeah. And it can be that you sweat up to a pint of liquid a night in summertime.
That's a fact.
Which is disgusting if you think about it.
Obviously, some people sweat more than others.
Yes.
But the average person sweats, if they're sleeping under a big puffy duvet,
yep.
The average person sweats at least 1 teacup full of sweat. And this really hot weather, it's even more.
Yeah.
And, it would appear that this hot weather is here to stay.
Yeah.
It's changing all over the world.
Yep.
You've only got to listen to the weather forecast. Half of the world's on fire at the moment.
Yes,
so there's something happening. So you might as well get a duvet that changes with the weather.
Yes, you don't need a different duvet in winter to the one that you have in summer. No. And that's why I love it.
I always tell people when I'm doing a live presentation, I say, look, the duvets we have in my bed at home are 37 years old. They've been washed at least 20 times.
It's nearly as old as I am.
I
don't think there was any need for that laugh, frankly.
It's 27.
Oh, they're asking me in the gallery if I'm including VAT in that number, which is just cheeky, frankly.
Well, the point I'm making is I always say to people, when you do buy one, consider it to be an investment.
It is, absolutely.
You won't have to replace it in 7 or 8 years' time.
Yep.
Every year in Britain, we haven't mentioned this, we mentioned pillows. Every year, 10 million pillows end up in landfill.
Actually, we did a little internet search, as you said that last time. Apparently, pillows, duvets, and mattress toppers.
Yes.
14 million end up in landfill every year.
That's what they know, but the actual figure is slightly higher.
Wow.
Just slightly. They reckon every year with the duvets, there could be about 5 million.
Gosh.
I mean, people buy, in my local supermarket, my wife's not very well at the moment, so I have to do all the shopping for our house. It's only my wife and myself, the boys are all gone. So I go shopping in the local supermarket. And I noticed when I'm walking around, they had a duvet on sale there. They called it a summer weight duvet. You won't believe this, Mark, £7.99.
Wow.
Now, they might as well put a Kleenex tissue over yourself. It's impossible for it to be any good. Totally impossible.
Yes. Yes.
And that's a type of duvet that ends up in landfill. And the companies who sell these know they're going to end up in landfill.
Indeed.
But they don't care because they just replace it with another one.
Absolutely.
That ends up in landfill next year.
Just while we got the details of the pillow on the screen then, give me your headline as to why we should go for this pillow as opposed to one of the cheaper pillows. Because not only is it good for temperature regulation, but it's also about comfort, isn't it?
Well, everybody wants a decent night's sleep.
Yes.
The average person, if a man is born today, he can expect to live in Britain for 78 years. A lady, 81, given a normal lifespan.
Yep.
That means the average person is going to spend 26 years in bed.
Can I do that all in one go, do you
All in one.
That would be nice.
26 years, Mark, in bed, trying to get a decent night's sleep.
Yeah.
And it's amazing the pillows that people sleep on. Cheap, nasty, horrible pillows that go flat.
Yeah.
And they wonder why they end up with a sore neck or a stiff shoulder.
That's true.
Right? Now, all we are saying our pillow's better. There's only one way you'll find out, to try it. But unlike other companies, we are also saying, once you've tried it, if you don't like it, we'll refund your money. Now, instantly, no arguing. Now, when we first started selling these pillows, in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows. The Bedding Association, they reckon if all pillows are sold with a money-back guarantee, we should have had 60 or 65% returned. 65% of 86,000. We didn't get 65% returned. We got 19 pillows returned out of 86,000. This is the one I sleep on at home. It's been washed 20, 25 times.
And that is quite difficult for people to understand, isn't it? Because I mean, most people who have ordinary pillows, you might wash it once and it doesn't go back to the right shape or whatever. These could be washed over and over.
This has been washed 20, 25 times. Go wash 30 degrees. Now, we tell you on the label exactly what's in it. We're not trying to hoodwink you. Cut it open. In the middle, you have a pocket of fibre. All the way around that, layer after layer after layer, long fibre silk. It's not little pieces of silk chopped up and thrown in a haphazard fashion. The top cover, Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Anything over 180 is considered to be luxury. Allergy board approved, no dust mites in our pillow. So anybody with allergies, this is the one you need. This is the one you should be sleeping under or on top of. Simple as that. I sell this pillow on my website at £60 per pillow and £5 postage. Shop and TV are the only other people you can buy them from. We don't supply shops at all. Shop and TV buy very large quantities at a special price. They pass the saving on to the viewer. You can buy what I charge £60 for. You can charge a Shop and TV for 40. It's a bargain, isn't it? And you can have your money back if you don't like it. No dust mites, machine washable, allergy board approved. Grab them. Buy a couple. The best thing you'll ever do.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the dulcet tones of Ray Kennedy, the dulcet Scottish tones of Ray Kennedy here at Shop on TV. And I have to say, we do love him. He's one of our favourite guests here. And partly because the bargains are so good, but also because he is a font of knowledge on silk as well, and a genuinely lovely man. Let's talk about pillowcases as well before I make him blush even more. The pillowcases, if you've got the pillows, the pillowcases are great. Now, even if you don't have the pillows, the pillowcases are going to transform the way that you sleep on your pillow. Now, these are absolutely beautiful, Ray.
Well, they are, you know, it's quite simple, Mark. It's high quality silk. There are no inferior fibres mixed in with it. I would go so far as to say you'd be very hard pressed to find, in the whole of Britain, to find 20 shops selling silk this quality. This is AAA grade mulberry silk. Now, I would advise any viewer, for their own peace of mind, to check what I'm going to say next. Go into a computer, go into a search engine, Google, Wikipedia, type in all about silk. This is what they will tell you. Word for word, this is what they'll tell you. Within the silk industry, mulberry silk is considered to be the king of silks, the best you can get. Now, this is 100% pure mulberry silk.
And it's
there are no inferior
as well. That's the thing.
Yeah,
it's
it's interesting that you point that out, because a lady said to me recently, she said, you know, do you sell silk pillowcases? Well, actually, quite a few people have said this. But this particular lady, she said, yeah. I said, yes, we do. She said, could I see one, please? I gave her one and she put it in her hand like this. She turned it over. She said, hold on. These have got silk on both sides. And I said, well, of course they do. She said, well, I bought some for my niece as a gift off the internet. They were £47.50 each. And when I got them home, they only had silk on one side. Well, these have got silk on both. And the silk is pure 100% AAA grade mulberry. No inferior fibres mixed in with it. On the inside of this pillowcase, this is so important, we have sprayed on a layer of cotton. Now, compared to silk, even the most expensive cotton is coarse. So when you put the pillow into this pillowcase, you've got a cotton pillow against a cotton inside the pillowcase, and it grips, one grips the other, and it keeps the silk in the outside
taut.
Absolutely taut, beautiful. That's correct, and smooth as silk. So when you're waking up in the morning, you get no tram lines on your face. Now, silk...
And I do hate that. I do hate that.
Now, silk has 18 amino acids in it. These amino acids, one of them, sericin, you spell that S-E-R-I-C-I-N, it keeps your skin hydrated. It won't stop your wrinkling. Unfortunately, nothing will stop your wrinkling, but it slows the process down dramatically. Really does, you know. And if there's no static in silk, so ask your hairdresser what it does for your hair. If he or she is knowledgeable, they will tell you it cuts out frizz. Absolutely. And if you have long hair in particular, you don't have to tie it up at night.
I've got a story about that.
So, okay.
It's been a while since we've seen each other, and I am single again.
Right? Really?
I'm afraid I am single again. But my lovely ex Matthew had hair right down his back, beautiful, beautiful hair, and sleeps on silk pillowcases every night for that very reason. So no frizz. Even if he's washed it at night time and dried it, it means no frizz in the morning for him. And he absolutely swore by it.
And can I mention something
We're still
else?
very good friends, don't worry.
I feel sometimes we don't mention this enough. Any person of colour watching, you know the problems you have with your hair. Now, the problems are quite simple. If you're a person of colour, when your hair starts to grow from your scalp, at that point it's quite broad. As it grows, it narrows. Then it gets to a point where it twists, and then it kinks. And beyond that twist and kink, the nutrients that would normally come from your scalp cannot get beyond the twist of the kink. So the hair beyond the twist and the kink breaks, and you have lots of problems with your hair. Now, a person of colour who goes to a hairdresser who specialises in looking after people of colour's hair, they will always advise them to sleep with a silk bonnet or to sleep in a silk pillowcase. And it's so important when you do buy a pillowcase or a silk bonnet to make sure it is pure silk. And if you are a person of colour, treat yourself to a silk pillowcase. Apart from the comfort, the sheer luxury, the joy of sleeping on a pillowcase that keeps your skin feeling cool and your hair in condition, it's a bargain at £35. I have no hesitation in saying, if you were lucky enough to find a shop selling silk this quality in pillowcases, you'd pay over £50 for a pillowcase like this. £35 here, beautiful colours. This new one is selling like hotcakes.
It really is. I was about to say, it really is. So that's the new colour, which is rose gold. I actually think it's more of a dusky pink, but, you know, let's not argue about it. On the screen, it will say rose gold, but there are 5 colours in total. So you've got Arctic, white, desert, sage, and the new one, which is rose gold.
Well, I have 10 grandchildren, four girls, 6 boys. The girls range from 13.
That's an expensive Christmas.
Yes, I don't mind. From 13 to 21. 2 of them love the pink. The other colour they love is the avocado, this green colour here.
Which is sage, is what we call that one. Yep,
it's really
absolutely.
lovely.
I've got a question about the silk pillowcases.
Right.
Robert has emailed in. Thank you for emailing in, shopontv.co.uk. When you go to the website, there's a little box that you can actually ask questions in, and that comes through to the iPad in the studio. Not directly, it goes through the producer first if you want to be rude, so wouldn't worry. No, nobody's rude. Nobody does that. Are the silk pillowcases able to go into the tumble dryer?
Yes. Robert, is that gentleman?
Robert says that.
Robert, the answer is yes. Although I must be honest with you, right? How I would, this is special, you know, this silk on this pillowcase. Now, Mark, how I would wash it, to be honest with you, my wife washes them in the machine and tumble dries them, no problem. But how I would wash it, I would wash it by hand in lukewarm or tepid water using your normal agent. Squeeze it till it's semi-dry, put a bath towel out, put it flat in the bath towel, flatten the bath towel over, press down on it, hang it up to dry, and it will dry within half an hour. And if you do it like that, I promise you, in 20 years' time, it'll look like this. That's how I would wash it personally. And when you get a piece of silk this perfect,
Do you know
it's
what?
worth taking the extra effort.
I'm with your wife, Ray. I'm going to shove it in the tumble dryer.
Oh, Mark.
on low temperature in the tumble dryer.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, when it's special like this, sometimes it's nice to make a
I
little
agree. Yeah, very much so. And these really
Now
are
I know
beautiful.
why you've just been divorced, Mark.
Thanks. It's like, yeah. Whew. It's like chicken. It's very, very busy tonight.
Right.
Saturday night always is here at Shop on TV. And it's lovely to have Ray. Do you know what? At least half, so about 49%, brand new customers, right?
Good.
Who've never shopped before with us here at Shop on TV. So thank you for and welcome along because we're here nearly every night. Not every night, so because during the World Cup we were off a few days, but nearly every night of the year we are here between midnight. Normally we start between midnight and 1 a.m. and we're always here until 3 a.m. And on the +1 channels, of course, on ITV1 +1 and STV +1 as well. So you can do that. But, that's not even the best news, because if you like what we do and you love the bargains that we bring you, you can now watch us 24/7 on ITVX, which is brilliant. Now, you can watch on your phone on ITVX, of course, or you can, if you've got the app on your big TV, you can watch us on ITVX. You just go to the live TV section, and then we're right above ITV1 in the live section. It actually means we're at the bottom of the list, but on the TV app, it means that we're above them, which is quite good. On your phone, you'll have to scroll right down to the bottom. But that's new, relatively new in the last few weeks. So we really love seeing you there and lots of people watching. If you haven't checked out yet, but we are in your basket, if the Mulberry Silk Duvet is in your basket, especially if it's king size, you will miss out. So there's Ooh, I've just been told the actual 120 people still waiting to check out in the last few minutes. So you will, seriously, you need to be checking out right now. Lots of people have checked out already, but before you go to bed, check out, because if you leave it till the morning, we might have sold out, because we haven't got great numbers of stock in all of the sizes for you, okay? So let's go back to the duvet, shall we? Because if you want to sleep under luxury, if you want to sleep like you're in a 5-star hotel but in your own bedroom, that's like the two best things for me. You've got 5-star luxury, but you're in your own bedroom. Go for the Mulberry Silk Duvet. I've had one for 6 or 7 years. The comfort it gives you, the temperature regulation it gives, even during the hot weather a few weeks ago, the really, really hot weather, I still have my Mulberry Silk Duvet on, and it's temperature regulation. I wasn't overheating, which is amazing. I love this bit. Compact for easy storage. Look at this. If you've got a caravan or you've got a motorhome, goes so beautifully in this as well, and just sits so beautifully flat across the bed as well, because it is filled with 100% long-fibre AAA grade, the very highest grade of mulberry silk, the king of silks, and that's what it looks like on the inside. And it goes over your bed so beautifully and is breathable. It's just so comfortable to actually have on your bed. Plus it's machine washable. Even the super king size is only 2.5 kilos and will fit in a domestic washing machine, which is superb. And that way, pop it on the line on a nice day and it dries in a couple of hours. You can pop it back on your bed that night. That is wonderful. We have had a couple more questions in though on the email, and as Ray is here, let's ask Ray, because you are the expert, Ray. Okay. Neil says, should you have a sheet between you and the duvet?
No.
No need?
No need.
No need. But you can put a duvet cover on?
Yes, of course. No problem.
And the good news is...
Cotton covers best.
Yes, but in 3 weeks, we're
bringing out
a whole new set.
5 different colours.
5 different colours of mulberry silk duvet covers for you. That's on the way. Can't wait for that. It's going to be in 3 weeks' time. Tina says, I purchased my Super King duvet at the Ideal Home Show from Ray in 2005.
Oh, whoa.
At the same time...
That's a long time ago, Tina.
That's 21 years ago. At the time, it was considered a purchase for me, and it replaced a fibre duvet all-season set. Oh, you know, where you click them together. That, yeah. I'm so happy I made the change. No more lumps in my duvet, comfortable temperature all year round, and it keeps a great shape when the bed's made. That's what I'm talking about. It looks so good. My Mulberry Silk duvet still looks as good as the day I purchased it. Thank you, Ray. That's Tina in London, 2005.
Thank you, Tina, thank you very much for your recommendation. The Ideal Home Exhibition, I've sold lots of duvets there. In fact, my company, in the year 2000, and they did a big thing about the Ideal Home Exhibition, and we are the oldest company still exhibiting there, 67 years.
And hasn't it changed?
Yes. 10 days now. You
yes,
know,
it used to be a whole month, didn't it?
A whole month, yeah, and it took you a week to recover after it.
Exactly. If you haven't bought a Mulberry Silk duvet yet, you're missing out. You are genuinely missing out. I absolutely love mine. We have them in single, in double, in king size, and in super king. The prices are absolutely superb. The price that you pay is the one right at the very end, in comparison with the price in the middle, which is what you would buy if you went to Ray's website today. So rather than $169 for the single, it's $139. Rather than $239 for the double, it's $179. Rather than $259 for the king size, it's £199, under 200 quid for a king size mulberry silk duvet. Incredible. And the Super King, usually $279, and our price is £219. Now, if you're thinking, well, nobody will buy a Super King, if you have a king size mattress, go for the Super King, because you'll get that beautiful hotel style drape over the sides. Loads of you have got it in your basket. Please do check out. It is so simple to order and check out here at Shop on TV. Here's a little reminder of how to do it.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV. At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1, ITVX and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at Shop on TV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
We're having a show all about luxury tonight here at Shop on TV, and you can join in that luxury bedding for your bed at home. It could transform the way you sleep. If you normally overheat at night and you've got one leg out, your bum's sticking out, or your other half is pulling the duvet always, that can be a thing of the past, seriously, because with the temperature regulation properties of AAA grade Mulberry Silk, you are talking about luxury all the way. We're talking about long strand AAA grade Mulberry Silk. Each strand can be a mile long. We'll explain the reason why that is important in just a moment's time. But you've also got this incredible cotton cover, which is so soft as well. And the silk cannot migrate from one area of the duvet to the other because it is cassette put in terms of sewn into each of the squares. It's locked into position. So Ray Kennedy's with me. So Ray, why is having the long fibre so important?
Well, it is a cocoon fibre. So if it was little pieces of silk, it could bunch up.
Right.
And go out of shape. But each strand of silk within this duvet, believe it or believe it not, is over a mile long.
It's amazing.
That's a little cocoon there, right? Now, very quickly, I'll explain how we get
it in your hand like that, because I think it looks like a bandage otherwise.
Right.
There we go.
I'll just explain how we get the silk from here to here.
Yeah, please do.
We take the silkworm, we place it in a large metal tray, roughly the size of this bed. Then we place the tray containing the worm into a darkened room.
Okay.
And we keep it there for 35, 36 days. Now, we feed the worm exclusively in mulberry leaves. It will eat, Mark, 10,000 times its own body weight in mulberry leaves.
Wow.
It doesn't sleep, it just eats, right? After 35, a bit like my eldest son, 35, 36 days, it kicks that little cocoon off. Mm-hmm. Now, we place that in tepid water, and all the silk floats off in one piece.
Okay.
Unbroken in one piece. In one duvet, there's about 6,000 of these cocoons.
Okay, wow.
Now, because the silk is long,
yes,
because it's unbroken.
We can see it here. Look, you can see the strands of silk.
Because it's long and it's unbroken, they can stitch it all the way around the perimeter. Now, it takes a day to a day and a half to do that. It takes 2 women to do that, 2 skilled operators.
Highly skilled operators,
right.
Yeah, exactly.
After they've anchored it, they pull it towards themselves and put these cassettes in by machine. But that means, quite simply, when you sleep under it, you get no cold spots. It gently folds itself around you, and it doesn't move. It doesn't walk in the middle of the night. In other words, unlike these big, heavy, puffy duvets, you don't waken up at 4 o'clock in the morning, half of the duvet on the floor. No. You slip under this, you go to sleep in a much more comfortable and pleasant fashion. Now, the important thing to remember, 2 things are very important. One, when you sleep under it, silk, and please check this, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening at home, go into a computer and check this for your own peace of mind. Silk will wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. So anybody who overheats in bed, this is the duvet for you. Any lady going through the menopause, hot sweats, cold sweats, don't think twice. Buy one. It'll change your life as far as sleep is concerned. If you share a bed with a partner, one likes the bed warm, one likes it less warm. This is the duvet for you. Silk is a low conductor of heat. It self-reflects. You can both sleep under the same duvet, hot and cold, and be perfectly comfortable because it self-reflects. Allergy Board approved. No dust mites in silk. That's not me saying that. That's not Mark saying it. That's the United Kingdom Allergy Board saying it. And there's a certificate to prove it.
And there it is on the screen, as you can see.
Dust mites do not like silk. Silk is dry. Silk, they just don't like it. It's as simple as that. So anybody with allergies, don't think twice.
So we're not saying there won't be any dust mites. We're just saying that the incidence of dust mite will be a lot less.
You might
than
get
a
the odd one. You might get a
duvet.
tourist.
Yeah, tourist one. Yes, exactly right. But I have to say, yes. And as far as we're aware, this is the only silk duvet that has the Allergy UK
The Allergy Board
approval.
in Britain are based in Warwick University. Now, I say this as a compliment, not as a criticism. They're very difficult people to satisfy. So much so, Mark is correct, we're the only company currently selling silk duvets anywhere in Britain, to the best of my knowledge, that has this certificate. And incidentally, they only issue that for 1 year at a time. They come into our premises unannounced, just march in off the street to check that our standards never drop. If they find fault, that's taken away instantly. Now, we've had that certificate for over 30 years, and we have it for 35, 36 countries. Canada, it tells you here.
And it's renewed every July,
year. Canada,
isn't it? Yep.
USA, United Kingdom, Ireland, all of the EU countries, New Zealand, Australia. So you see, it is a special product.
Yeah.
But the important thing to remember, apart from all these legalities and that type of thing, the level of comfort you're going to get when you sleep under silk. You don't overheat. You simply don't. It's perfect to sleep under. But you buy it in the knowledge that you cannot waste your money. If you don't like it, I promise you on camera right now, apart from shop and TV, I'll refund your money instantly if you don't like it. You have a trial period, 30 days, try it, no problem.
There's one other thing about this duvet that we haven't mentioned at all. And
Right.
it's for me, it was a game changer because I loathe changing the duvet cover.
Yes.
They've put a little tag on two corners of it so that you can take the tag up into the far... I don't think it's on all four. Is it on all four, Ray, or is it
Yeah.
just on two? It's on all four.
Yeah.
It's on all four. So you can take it right up into the corners and then grab the outside of the duvet cover, and it's easier to change the duvet cover. Now,
Well,
that, for me,
it's
is
funny
brilliant.
you mention that. My wife tells me off, well, I've been married for 49 years, so she tells me off on an hourly basis. But she tells me off constantly. She says, you know, it must be a man thing. You forget to mention this when you're on television. She said, because it's light, because it's flexible.
Yes.
She says, sometimes people, as they get older, they're not as strong as they used to be.
True.
Maybe their partner's passed away and they're living on their own. And these big, heavy, puffy duvets, they struggle, one person, to get them into the top cover. Well, this, because it's light and flexible, one person can get it in with ridiculous ease. And the other thing, you notice how flat it lies in the bed.
It is beautiful.
Right? When you make the bed in the morning, you don't have to fight with this duvet.
No, you don't.
You smooth it out quickly.
Uh-huh.
And in Canada and America, they call it a comforter, you know. And very often they don't even bother with the top cover because the quality of the cover on this duvet is so high. They just put it in the bed as it is, white top cover, without putting a top cover on. Although most of the people in this country I know do put a top cover on it.
But we're saying you don't have to.
No.
Plus the fact, because it's machine washable, it's very, very simple to do. Now, if you would like one of the duvets, they are available right now. We still have all the sizes available, but only just in Super King, because if everyone checks out with Super King, we will have sold out of the stock that we've got in there at the time being. If you would like one, they're available right now. 03333 241 241 is the telephone number, and our call centre agents are there right now. Or, of course, 24/7, you can shop online at shopontv.co.uk. Here are the prices for you to look at, because the bargains that we're doing for you are superb. Single, usually £169, is £139. That's 3 payments of £47.98 on PayPal Pay in 3. The double, usually £239, we do it for £179. That's 3 payments of £61.32. The king size is usually £259. Our price is under £200, which is amazing. That's a PayPal Pay in 3 price, which includes the P&P, £67.98. And the Super King is such good value for money, £279 normally. Our price is £219. That's 3 payments of £74.65. Now, I want to take you to the website just for a moment, if I can, because at shopontv.co.uk, there are a couple of other Mulberry Silk products that I just want to point out to you on the website. We haven't got them here in the studio, but I want to point them out to you on the website, just in case you're interested, because if you love Mulberry Silk, you'll love these. So the first 3 items are the duvets we've been talking about, the pillows we've been talking about, and the pillowcases. But then we have some king-size cocoon mattresses. If you want to sleep on the Sleep System cocoon mattress, which is a sprung mattress with built-in Mulberry Silk, is absolutely beautiful. That's the king size one that's available that we're showing there, isn't it? King size, £469 for the mattress. It is phenomenal, but we don't have very many. I think we've got fewer than 20 available for you if you want one of those. That's not the only thing there. There is also a mattress topper available for you. We'll just head back for you there. There you go. There's the mattress topper available for you as well, which we call the Mulberry Silk mattress pad. So you can pop in there and you can select the size that you want to, which is absolutely lovely. So if you do want that to sleep on top of Mulberry Silk as well as underneath Mulberry Silk, you can do that too. They're on our website, shopontv.co.uk. I mean, I have to say, all of the products from Mulberry Silk are so, so beautiful. Oh, and by the way, if you don't want to find the website, just scan the QR code. It will take you directly there. It's very, very simple to do. When you have a Mulberry Silk duvet, Ray, we're talking about a better night's sleep, because it might be that your partner is the one that overheats.
Yeah.
And you're always like, they're tossing and turning, and that wakes you up. If they are tossing and turning less, you get a better night's sleep.
Yeah, well, that's a simple fact.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, we mentioned earlier in the show the Bedding Association, who are clever people who know what they're talking about. They say the average person turns over in bed at least 40 to 50 times at night, because they're simply too hot.
And that breaks your sleep cycle.
And if you're sharing a bed with a partner, you're interfering with his or her sleep as well. You know, a good night's sleep, you cannot, Mark, you simply cannot put a price on a good night's sleep. If you're lucky enough to get a really good night's sleep, I'm stating the obvious here, but you're waking up next day, you feel better, you function better, you're a happier person, the world's a nicer place to live in. Now, the average person is going to spend 26 years of their life in bed trying to get a good night's sleep. Now, if you were wearing a pair of shoes that hurt your feet, you wouldn't wear them for 26 years. You soon get rid of them and replace them with a pair of shoes that did not hurt your feet. Now, what we are saying, the claim we are making for this duvet is better than what you currently have. There's only one way to find out whether we are exaggerating or making a false claim. That's to buy one and try it. But please remember, when you do buy it, if you don't like it, we'll refund your money. We won't argue with you. We'll simply say, thank you for trying it. Thank you for trusting us. Here's your money back. We sell tens of thousands of duvets every year. Fortunately, we're thankful to the viewers for supporting us. Tens of thousands every year.
And that's just in the UK, though,
In
isn't
the
it?
UK.
You sell them worldwide.
35 countries, 36,
Wow.
37 countries. The amount we get sent back in Britain would fit in a supermarket trolley. I'm not exaggerating.
No.
I can't remember the last time we got one sent back. I can't. When we do get one sent back, we all come in our office and have a look at it and think,
what's wrong with
somebody sent this back.
Yeah.
We can't believe it.
Wow.
You know, we are offering something special at an affordable price. When you hear this word luxury, very often people think, oh, danger, luxury, high price. Our prices for this quality are not high. In actual fact, we're offering this duvet this morning at a price which is slightly lower than we were charging for it 22 years ago when we first launched it on television. And the way I was brought up, I was taught a pound saved is a pound earned. So if you can save a few pounds by buying this morning on Shop on TV, why don't you at least try it?
And for me, it's all about that money back guarantee. It's all about the fact that if you didn't like it, you could send it back, no questions asked. I think when you sleep under this for the first time, you will feel the revelation, because that was me. I looked at this duvet when I first did a show with Ray, and before I'd actually met Ray, it was like, well, it's really thin, isn't it? Forget everything you know about togs. Forget everything you know about hollow fibre. Forget everything you know about feathers and down. Forget it. It doesn't matter, because silk is so superior to all of those things. It doesn't need a tog rating. There's no official tog rating for silk in a duvet because it temperature regulates. It doesn't need to be fat and puffy. It doesn't need to really be weighing on you. There's nothing worse. If you've got sore toes because your shoes are a little bit tight, there's nothing worse than a really heavy duvet on your toes. This is beautiful. And Ray,
Mark, I'm gonna let the cat out the bag here. Right.
Go on.
Cast your mind back 2.5 hours. When I arrived here today, what was I carrying with me?
Pillow and...
No, two Super King.
Oh, yeah, two Super Kings. Yes.
Two Super King duvets.
Yes.
Those, ladies and gentlemen, those two Super King duvets were bought by a member of staff here, a senior member of staff. He spent £440 on them. Two Super King duvets. Now that man works here. He has access to all types of bedding. This is the one he bought. I'll say no more.
Oh, absolutely. And a lot of the people at Shop on TV have them because we have seen the quality. We have felt
They've slept
the quality.
under them.
Slept onto them.
And they've been recommended by other presenters.
Exactly right. And that...
You've slept under yours for 7 years.
So, yes, I've had mine between 6 and 7 years, and it's been every night. You know, it has absolutely... And when I go away to a hotel, Ray, I am always disappointed.
Yes, so am I.
With the quality of the duvet. I think one hotel that I went to, which was a luxurious hotel, and thank goodness I wasn't paying for it. It was like, that was quite nice, but I think that was a silk duvet, and that's the point. If you go to a luxurious place, chances are you will sleep under luxury. You may sleep under silk. But normally, you go to like one of the budget hotels or whatever, and you don't get as good a night's sleep.
It happened to me and my son Martin 6, 8, 10 weeks ago. A friend died and we had to go to his funeral. He lived 20 miles from Gatwick. So we flew down to Gatwick. We stayed in the hotel at Gatwick. We were sharing a room, 2 single beds. 4 o'clock in the morning, Martin said to me, "Dad, are you lying awake?" I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "These duvets are terrible, aren't they?" They were just ordinary, everyday, feather-filled duvets.
Yeah.
Now, it's only when you sleep under an ordinary duvet, having been used to silk, you realise how wonderful silk is. It's way ahead.
It literally is way ahead. Ray, we've got about 3 minutes left on the show, so I'm just going to recap everything that you can buy and just remind you to check your baskets out. I know it's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning and nearly 4 o'clock in the morning if you're watching on the +1 channels, but you do need to check out, because if you leave it until the morning, you wake up on Sunday, it's 11 o'clock, you're having coffee and croissants. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And you're thinking, oh, I'll go and check. The stock may not be there. So do check out tonight before you go to sleep. Right, let's have a look at the sizes of the duvets and the bargain that you get here. It's item number 212998. Single is normally £169. You get it tonight for £139. The double is usually £239. Our price is £179. That's 3 payments on PayPal Pay in 3 of £61.32. The king size is usually £259 and our price is £199. That is 3 payments of £67.98. And the super king is usually £279 and our price is just £219. It's a fantastic bargain. That's 3 payments of £74.65. If you do yourself one favour this year about comfort and luxury, then get yourself a triple A grade Mulberry Silk Duvet. You will not regret it. Right, we've also got the pillows on the show tonight as well. Triple A grade Mulberry Silk pillows as well, which are absolutely beautiful. Normally, of course, £60. And at £60, great value for money. We do them at £40 though. So you can get a Mulberry Silk pillow for £40, maybe get 2. So one for you and one for your other half, because they will nick it from you if you don't. I promise you that, because that's just what happens. But then we've also got silk pillowcases as well, and these are beautiful. And we have 5 different colours for you, including a brand new colour, which we call rose gold, but it's this kind of beautiful pink that we've seen on the bed. This kind of beautiful pink here in the middle. That's £35, and you can get all of the colours there, which are so good. Let's say a big thank you to Ray Kennedy. Ray, it's been so lovely to see you. Thank you so much for coming down from Glasgow for us.
Thank you. I enjoyed the show very much, and thank you to all the viewers who placed orders this morning. We will get them out as quick as possible. Roughly 48 hours from now, you'll have them.
Thank you so much, Ray. Have a safe trip back. I'm back tomorrow night here at Shop on TV, where Bev will be with us with a Wagner steamer that you will absolutely adore. But remember, if you want Mulberry Silk, you need to check out your basket. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.